Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys. We fucked up. We're gonna keep going, anyways. It's not I. We. We are here to give you guys the Aftershock Corner Season 9 episode.
I just realized you were gonna have to record from your iPhone. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Because I forgot I need to wait for attention to call my dad.
Okay, just fucking. We're fine. Okay.
We'll keep going.
Fucking. Hi.
Group of one.
No, we're good.
No.
We're good.
Alright.
Okay, we always fuck up anyways.
Yeah. This is the Aftershock Corner Season 9 episode 112, I think.
Wow, 112 episodes. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. We should be
We've
a
been doing
lot.
this for 7,000 years now.
Well, we should be a lot further ahead, but somebody over here that's talking right now keeps forgetting his shit. Keeps forgetting his laptop charger, keeps forgetting his laptop, keeps forgetting his webcam.
Probably should be on like episode like 120 by now.
Yeah, I keep forgetting my shit. Steve Copley, if you're watching this, I did try to invite you to come on, but you didn't respond, so.
Hey, Steve. Stop being incognito.
Yeah.
Get out of Bridgewater.
Anyhow, let's do the introductions. I am the host, Owen the Birdman Finch, and here's my evil twin.
Holy shit, my head's big.
Right.
Evil twin, I guess.
I know.
I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin with that.
Facebook determined that he's my evil twin now.
Yeah,
So.
apparently I am his evil twin.
And you playing anything evil today?
Killing you. So I think we're good.
I don't think you're gonna do it now because
My head is fucking huge.
Yeah, well, you're fucking at a big fucking head. So, use your big ass fucking head.
All right,
Oh, fucking bobblehead.
you want to do an introduction? Or?
Oh, yes. So, my name is James Heban, but I got a story to tell you all.
Story.
The story's a little something like this. There was only one bar. Am I alone?
Hey!
They didn't serve pints. Only buckets.
Hey!
There was only one barmaid. For every man.
Hey!
She was wearing. Wait, no. The guards came.
No, that's.
No, it is right. It's right. Trust me.
No, is it?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What the fuck is going on?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Barmaid only wore glasses. And nothing else.
Hey!
The guards came.
A
Vanguard.
Hey!
She took me to jail. It was full of hookers.
Hey! I think.
Cost a fiver. I had a tenner.
Hey!
Oh,
There was some plants.
it was
I had plants.
I fucked that one up.
it was nice knowing you guys.
No, there's more.
It's nice.
There was no leaves.
It was nice
There
knowing
was
you
no
guys.
leaves.
It's nice
I
knowing you.
smoked them all.
Hey!
It's
And
nice.
Chris,
It's
that's
nice
the
knowing-
end.
It's nice knowing you guys.
Till next week.
Yay! Thank you.
That's it. That's my story.
I don't know if you.
You like it?
No.
I'm guessing you didn't see that video.
No.
It's great. Irish Post.
Okay, so let's talk about the topics we came here to talk about.
Talk about the topics that we topics about.
Sick top.
Where is my elimination chamber notes?
Oh, and you're a fucking mess.
He always is a mess.
How do you not have your notes on standby? Why do you not have them?
Oh, I have. They just been doing a lot of stuff. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
We're gonna review Elimination Chamber from this past Sunday. At least we got the last show in the world to review it this time, so I'm happy about that. We might be though, so
I think we still are.
yeah. We're gonna talk about 205 Live from last night, the Hall of Fame class, since we haven't really been doing the show all that much since they've been announced. And then we're gonna talk about Raw this week. We have to do like a thoughts on SmackDown because we haven't talked all that much about SmackDown because again, someone that's talking right now keeps forgetting this stuff. And then we're gonna do the same thing for NXT, not a lot, and then so Can't review mixed match challenge because Facebook Live sucks. Apparently, it must have been something on my end too. Everybody was able to watch it just fine. They were like, I think WWE was like, nope.
I don't know what Finch is doing.
So he'll be watching it on the WWE Network, which comes out in a week.
No, it'll be out this Friday.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, let's get to
Still don't
the.
understand why you're having a mixed challenge for a charity that's probably gonna take fucking majority of the profits.
All right, let's get to the Elimination Chamber show. I'm just gonna for the pre-show, the preview. They had a preview show for the pre-show. What's that? A
The preview pre-show.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
They had a
for
preview,
God's
then a pre-show, then a show, then Raw talk. And like WWE doesn't want us to watch anything else.
The preview.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna have like a pre-show for the preview, then a preview for the pre-show.
You know who watched all of those in a row?
Me.
Probably all but 1,000 people.
No, I did.
They did. Why?
The
Why did you do this?
it's the pre-show.
Yeah. They're gonna have like a preview to like Raw of the preview of the pay-per-view to look like the preview of like SmackDown of like the preview of NXT.
What about it taste is that whole schedule of WWE with their TV is tasted about as good as this salt. I gotta call, I'll be back.
Okay.
Don't be bad.
So yeah, I'll just kind of run over the preview show.
I answer it now.
Sorry, I'm
Or
wrong.
ends.
Kathy Kelly and Mike Long hosted the preview show. Gallows and Anderson came up and called them a bunch of nerds. They tried not to, but obviously that didn't last long.
They're a bunch of nerds.
Bailey got interviewed, Broken Matt Hardy invaded, whatever. Just moving on from that. The preview show gets enough though, it was fun to watch. Wasn't really, it was pointless, but
It
fun
was
to watch.
It was very pointless.
Yeah. Then we had the pre-show. Renee Young, Booker T returned on the panel, Peter Rosenberg and David Otunga.
I can say one thing about that panel. Fucking Peter Rosenberg had fucking no idea what he was talking about.
Neither did Booker T. No one knew what they were talking about. I think Renee Young was the only one that knew what she was talking
Fucking
about.
Peter Rosenberg kept on fucking saying the most stupidest shit.
Yeah. I can't pull it out from the chat, so. Thought that table was going down. Alright, then.
Chatty.
I don't know.
Alright, then we had the commentary
That's
team.
monkey's ass, according to his boss.
Then we have the commentary
Doesn't
team.
have any beer on it.
Then we have the commentary team for both the pre-show and the real show. Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Jonathan Coachman. We haven't done like a review of his show since Coachman's been on commentary. He's been on commentary lately. You know what I loved on the pre-show? That they referenced like the fake heat that they have between Booker T and Corey
Yeah, they
Graves.
did,
I thought
yeah.
that was hilarious. Like
That
when Booker
was
T talked, he's like, I saw that Corey Graves was here when I said I wouldn't kick his ass while I'm at work. And then Michael Cole was like, Booker T is here, you better watch your back, Corey. I thought that was great. Alright, then Paige gets interviewed on the panel and pretty much breaks down all the women matches on the show. And I was actually like, I noticed Paige had her hands under the table because she has a new tattoo that is.
It's a talk shit something.
Yeah. That was dumb for her to get a tattoo like that.
It was.
That's what happens when you are dating the lead singer of Attila.
And then
She's dating people that don't give a shit what they tattoo
Yeah.
on their body at all.
Exactly.
So it's
you can see Paige's visit.
Although Attila's a great band.
If you watch this interview.
Yeah, she is visibly pissed off.
Bailey and Sasha Banks got interviewed. They were just talking about how they're gonna do whatever it takes to win the Raw Women's title at Elimination Chamber. Miz cut a promo, like one of those selfie promos. I don't remember what he said. Bray Wyatt cut a promo. I don't know why I wrote Bray Wyatt.
Is it like a new version of Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt.
It's just he's an eye.
It's just
It's just
Bray Wyatt.
No, he's just an eye with a beard.
But it wasn't even Bray Wyatt. It was because I thought it was gonna be Bray Wyatt when I wrote it down. But Woken Matt Hardy did it instead. I thought that was a great promo by
No,
Woken
right?
Matt.
It's just an eye with a beard.
Yeah.
Is that Bray Wyatt? He's just talking like.
And then
Can't you
Seth
in
Rollins.
this eye?
Seth Rollins gets interviewed and he talks about his record-breaking performance in the Gauntlet match. He said that he didn't mean anything because the only thing important to him is get into WrestleMania.
Are you serious? He said that?
That's
It
what he
doesn't
said.
mean anything to him. What the fuck was the point of doing a 2-hour gauntlet then?
Didn't mean anything to him.
Yeah.
You do the gauntlet
To not
and built
be
him up literally to just say, oh, it doesn't mean anything. When already it was stupid anyway to do the gauntlet because you were just fucking lazy and didn't have anything else, but you're like, oh, let's just do a 2-hour gauntlet so we can like pass time.
And have a shitty
And
hour.
now you're having the guy who lasted the longest.
Is it you guys again?
Sorry.
Okay, so I don't want to come back again, just take it down.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you.
Anyway, fucking you're there, and it's like it's been lasting what? It was a 2-hour gauntlet, and 2 hours of the show was dedicated to that. Now you have the guy who lasted the longest in it saying, "Does it even matter?"
Yeah. It was
Are
weird.
you shitting me?
It doesn't.
Okay. Whatever. I mean, just keep making your wins mean fucking nothing, man. It's fucking stupid. This is just really dumb booking on the part of WWE. Sorry, I just had to get that out there because I didn't even know he fucking said that.
And then Kurt Angle has a Q&A segment.
Doesn't matter to me.
Kurt Angle gets asked about Jason Jordan. He said he's going to be back after WrestleMania, and he talks about the who he thinks he's going to win the Elimination Chamber matches. He pretty much said that Braun, Seth, and Balor.
Oh, it doesn't matter. No, Kurt Angle said it doesn't matter.
No, he didn't say that.
It doesn't matter. According to Seth Rollins, it doesn't matter.
And then
Nothing matters.
Nothing matters in WWE anymore. You can win, you can lose, you'll still get paid.
Gallows and I forgot to write down the kickoff
Fuck the
match.
story.
Yeah, we had
Sorry, it's like pisses me off,
I
bro.
wonder what happens when that lady comes in for a
Yeah, right. I don't give a shit.
Right, trying to-
I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
that's never happened before where someone's come in twice.
How many people come in here and go, what the fuck you gonna do?
Anyway, maybe we can bring the laptop up and then like we can have a microphone hear us. And then we can be this quiet. So I don't know if the microphone's gonna pick it up.
I mean, I think Chris talked at this level when
Okay, alright, then never mind.
Yeah, it was.
I
have
pay no attention to my retired ass and speaking.
having some technical difficulty with my notes.
Alright, so
then we had-
pre-show was Gallows and Anderson.
Versus Curtis Axel and
Miz Torch. Miz Torch.
So
And,
3 out of the 4 guys that should be like some of your big stars who have a job on the
Good.
show. Great.
good 2-star. I thought this was a decent 2-star match. Gallows and Anderson won with the Magic Killer, I believe, on both
No, it
nights.
doesn't matter. Whether it's Seth Rollins, doesn't matter, man. It just doesn't matter. I forget. Doesn't matter.
Wins don't matter anymore.
And then Paul Heyman gets interviewed and he talks about how Brock Lesnar is gonna face the winner, but really all that's gonna happen is they're just going into the doom against Brock Lesnar.
According to Seth Rollins, if he goes into this team, it doesn't matter.
Then yeah, that was the overall the kickoff gets like a thumbs in the middle because there really wasn't anything like bad on the kickoff.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if it gets thumbs in the middle, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the ass. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter according to Seth Rollins.
According to
Yeah,
Seth,
2K18.
according to
Doesn't matter.
Seth Rollins. But yeah, the only thing really bad on the pre-show was the panel. It was actually the panel, ironically enough. That's what makes it a thumbs in the
That's
middle.
Paige with pissed.
Then we had the actual show itself. We had the first ever Elimination Chamber match for the Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss defending the belt against Sasha Banks, Mickie James, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Bayley.
Oh yeah, two jobbers with like 4 actual credible athletes. I forgot about this.
Bayley and Sonya Deville started off the matchup.
Oh God, why?
I don't know.
Oh God.
I was okay with Bayley starting off the matchup.
But
But she's
keep
like,
in mind, I haven't watched that, but I just imagine that you saw the greenest 5 minutes of the Elimination Chamber
You
you've
did.
seen in your life. God damn. so
and
it's
Bayley
really
hits an
awful.
elbow drop off the pod right onto Sonya Deville,
Go ahead.
onto the pad.
It's like that.
Into the funhouse.
Yeah. I was like that about,
Oh God, I forgot that's the new Elimination Chamber now.
yeah. Because
Bouncy house.
it was about there was about really the noteworthy thing that took place during the 5 minutes. I think Sonya Deville got an ass handed to her by
She
the end
did.
of the first 5 minutes.
Good.
And then the next person came out, it was Mandy Rose.
That was literally so predictable. It was gonna be Mandy
Yeah.
Rose.
Oh, I didn't. One thing I hated about the Elimination Chamber on this show was they had like lights in the pods this time.
It made Sasha look like a fucking
Yeah.
transgender man.
Yeah. But basically, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville double team Bailey. They strap her against the chain link fence. I don't really know if it's a chain link fence anymore, but whatever. And they beat the crap out of her there, and they just pretty much gain up on Bailey, beat her up the entire match. And then the next entrant to come in was Sasha Banks. I think it's so dumb you can just run by the win post now in the Elimination Chamber.
I don't know why.
And
So odd.
Sasha Banks and Bailey worked together. It was basically like a tornado tag match with Bailey and Sasha working together. And then I believe Sasha Banks made Mandy Rose tap out with a big
She did.
segment.
Good. So the two.
So she was out first. And they made it like a big deal because Mandy Rose was the first woman eliminated from the first ever women's Royal Rumble.
There was one spot. There was one thing where it was like, it was 2-on-1, and then as soon as like the countdown came on, Mandy Rose looked surprised that there was other competitors in this match.
Yeah.
She looked, it was like, what? Like, are you fucking stupid? Oh, that's right, you're dumb blonde. That's right, I forgot.
And then the fourth entrant was actually I guess this would have been the fifth
Hey,
entrant.
do me a favor before you stop shoving it down our throats. This is the first women this. This is the first women that. Get it. You're doing first because, you're about 5 years fucked behind. Because, UFC beat you to it.
And TNA.
And TNA.
Yeah.
TNA long before UFC too, by the way.
But yeah, next was Mickie James, and her highlight was she hit like her Luthez press off one of the pods right under Sonya Deville. That was really cool. And she eliminates Sonya Deville, and then Mickie James literally took a Billy DeBelly in a big statement, or vice versa, I forget, and was out of the match. She took 2 moves and was gone.
She took 2, and it was done. She lasted probably about 3 minutes.
I could look up the time how long she
The
lasted.
Absolution is a dead fiction.
And then, so Alexa came out
Well,
last.
let's look up Bill.
Time to go back to the.
I was
Oh, you looked it up. So, Alexa came in
So
last.
Mickie James lasted, well, it says 18 minutes because they go by the time she was in the pod, so I think, but she was probably like in action for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
So Alexa came in last. She
there was like
climbed
some
around.
awkward moments because Bailey and Sasha realized they could have just worked together to take out Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
So there was like 2 minutes of like nothing happening.
And then just climbing around
Yeah.
on the fucking on the cage.
And then I'm so pissed because my network cut out doing this pod, so I didn't. So if you see the live reactions, I didn't react when it happened because my
Yeah.
network cut out. So Sasha Banks goes to help Bailey up the pod, and then she, I guess, drops Bailey off the.
She kicked her in the face.
Yeah.
And then Corey Graves, the brilliant call of the night, stabbed her right in the back.
And then Michael Cole, he's supposed to be like one of the face commentators. He just agreed with him. Like, yeah, Bailey needs to start. When is Bailey gonna finally learn?
But it did kind of foreshadow to what was going to happen on Raw.
Yeah, but then Alexa Bliss, yeah, I thought the triple threat that these three had was very good actually.
Yes, because
Once they actually
brutal. Like,
yeah,
there was
Like
like
Alexa
right
Bliss-
after she got kicked off the pod.
Yeah.
Really, she kind of sold for a little bit,
yeah,
but she got up and she beat the piss out of Sasha.
yeah.
For like a
then
solid
Alexa-
2 straight minutes.
Alexa's
like
like-
literally beat the piss out of her.
And then Alexa's like straight right hand, just boom, I love that right hand. She hits on everyone.
It's like
Um,
she turned. It's like the Big
Yeah.
Show.
It's
Just the Big Show, the women's division.
Sasha
It's like
Banks.
the one punch I give him again.
Yeah.
She eliminates everyone. It
Sasha Banks hits a frog splash.
was a splash. It wasn't a frog splash.
I know, but that's what they wanted us to think it was. So.
It's not. It was just a normal splash.
Right
But
off.
Sasha fucked up
Yeah, right off. She might have the worst frog splash I've ever seen in my life.
because it was a regular normal
Yeah.
splash.
They
They
Right
over-exaggerate.
I think she hit it right off the pod, right onto Alexa. And then Bailey hits the Bailey belly right off the turnbuckle, right onto Sasha Banks. And Alexa Bliss takes advantage and rolls up Bailey and eliminates her, which I thought was a nice touch. And they showed Bailey for like a while after this match, and I'm like, I guess Bailey's turning heel and then nothing happens. I'm like, yeah, was that climactic?
It was very anticlimactic.
And then the action that Sasha Banks and Alexa
I
Bliss had
fucking
was
hated
great.
this. I fucking hated this spot where Bliss has twisted Bliss off the chamber, off the top of the pod.
Yeah,
Get this. Sasha Banks no sells it, and then puts it right in the bank stand.
yeah, that was dumb.
No sells it.
Um,
And then they roll in the ring and she puts it back in the bank statement right after that.
yeah,
So completely, that move was completely ineffective because Banks is no soul.
and then
I hated that spot so much.
Sasha Banks Alexa Bliss tries to roll up Sasha Banks to get out of it, but Sasha's able to kick out, so she has to release the hold. And then Sasha Banks was face first right into one of the pods and hits the DDT off the turnbuckle for the win and retains her Raw Women's Championship. And then she cuts this emotional promo about how if you achieve your dreams, you can be the best. And we all thought it was a face turn. Swerve. She ended up being, I guess, she was still like, she just swerved everybody and says that she's the greatest women's wrestler.
None of your dreams come true. To which the Vegas crowd was roaring with approval. So I guess
none of the dreams. Hey, actually, it's in Vegas though, but not on, so.
Vegas was the most stupidest crowd ever.
Yeah.
I hate Vegas.
Well, I mean, I guess that's why
I hate
everyone,
Vegas.
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so I
Well,
guess.
they're never going back
I guess
there
their hopes,
again.
I guess their hopes and dreams stay there too.
So overall,
Shallow people.
this chamber match gets enough. It made Alexa Bliss look really strong going into WrestleMania and had some good action. The match itself gets 2 3/4 stars because it was very underwhelming.
It was massively underwhelming.
First,
The eliminations came way too quick.
I hate those chamber matches.
And-
Let me say.
now, can we say that it was the first underwhelming, women's match in the new women's revolution? Oh, wait.
There's been one.
It's been quite a bit.
It's
It's very underwhelming.
trying to think of one. The kendo stick on a pole match is probably the biggest one. I don't know if that was the best one because but anyhow, that's beside the point.
Idiots.
Then Blonde's
Every
cuts
single
like
one
one
of
of those
these
selfie
idiots.
promos. I don't remember what he
I don't
says.
either.
So
He's gonna win the Rumble.
I didn't even remember. Yeah.
Oh, the elimination.
Ah.
Anyway, keep with the Rumble because it already happened.
Well, maybe he's talking about next year's Royal Rumble. Then we had a Raw Tag Team Championship match. The Ball versus defending the championship against Apollo. He's just Apollo now. I hate the name change.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no, but we gotta call him because, the snowflakes will get offended.
Yeah. Even though like
I'm
they're trying to get away from the school
No one
all they
would
did
have-
was just
first
put more
off,
attention
no
on
one
what changed his
ever-
name. So
No one
yeah.
ever would have known.
So anyway,
They wouldn't have even said anything had you shut your mouth and just kept it as
Yeah.
yours.
this match was good.
Oh, and Apollo and Titus with
This match was good. It was a
Yeah,
very good match.
decent match. The Bob win with the assisted couch across. And yeah, it was a good match. Decent. I'll give it 2 1/4 stars.
It was definitely like one of the better matches for Titus Worldwide.
Yes.
The only noteworthy match that will probably happen.
And then,
Except for on Monday they got dropped. So
We'll talk.
Oh, but according to Seth Rollins, it doesn't matter. Don't
It
forget,
doesn't
guys.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Nia Jax is backstage and she steps on one of Asuka's masks.
Oh no, lost his mask. But according to Seth Rollins, guess what?
The mask didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Nia Jax versus Asuka, and if Asuka wins, she gets added to the.
But wins don't matter.
This one didn't matter. It certainly didn't. I literally like.
Oh, wait,
so
Wait,
in the Asuka Nia Jax match, Asuka won the right to have a one-on-one title match. One-on-one. You don't see them doing that with Brock Lesnar. You don't see them doing that with everyone else. They just keep adding fucking people to matches. It's a one-on-one match.
On one
Not a triple threat.
with the man that doesn't think anything matters.
She didn't win the right to have a triple
this
threat
match was like,
at WrestleMania.
no one even knew the snip to this match. It changed like 15 times, I think, during the build-up.
So anyway, the bottom line, did Asuka
But I forgot-
Asuka won.
Yeah,
Asuka won.
It was a
Still one on one
trophy.
I thought the match was good. I thought it had some good
That
action
was
in it.
one of the shittiest matches I've ever seen.
So
You know why?
what do you give it?
Because
I give it- I
you
give
know
it
what
three,
is
so it's
horrible.
Because say it with me now, Alexa or not
Alexa Bliss wins don't matter.
don't matter. But no, that's not the case. I was gonna say, Nia Jax, if she wants like a duck, she wrestles like a duck. She does a duck face. She's probably a fucking duck.
But I forgot.
Alright?
But I
Quack,
forgot.
quack, motherfucker.
But I
Quack
forgot-
your ass off out of my fucking TV screen.
Out of it.
Yes.
Get it completely out of there.
I forgot some. We forgot some.
We're
ups
taking
and
up all the
downs.
screen.
We forgot some ups and
But
downs.
but it's okay, because the snowflakes that get offended for a fat guy to another fat woman, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if they're
So-
fat.
Okay, let's move
It's
on.
okay.
So
That
blonde
is meant-
promo gets an up.
So we, at the end, fucking after,
Asuka
basically,
wins.
after Asuka won, basically Nia squashed her in the entire match.
Yeah.
And then she basically made her look like a bitch by basically beating the piss out of her on the outside of the ring too also.
Right, but
This
it
year-
Made
matters
Asuka look
when
incredibly weak.
it matter, man. When it matter. I don't feel like we're gonna get like a triple threat man yet.
I hope not.
Alright, so,
Because it's a one-on-one match.
yeah,
For the women's championship of her choice.
yeah,
It's not a, she didn't
Well,
win,
that changed
she
after
didn't
Raw.
win the right to have a triple threat match.
yeah.
Of a champion of her choice at WrestleMania. She
That
won a
changed.
one-on-one match.
Apparently that changed, that it was Asuka's choice
They're not-
after last
They're not
night.
doing that with fucking Nakamura and AJ.
Yeah,
Fucking Kurt Hawkins isn't randomly inserted in the match, is he? No, he's not, because it's a fucking one-on-one match.
but Chris, alright, so two things. That change after last night where she got to choose, because apparently they went away from that, so,
I think, yeah, she looks like she's challenging Alexa.
yeah. But she didn't choose,
She didn't choose, it was chosen for her.
yeah, so that was dumb.
I
Alright,
fucking, I'm gonna be pissed off if that's a triple threat match.
yeah,
Because Asuka won the fucking match and then was overshadowed by everything else.
Yeah.
So,
we have some ups and downs, so Braun Strowman's promo, we're just giving it up because it's Braun
Braun
Strowman.
Strowman.
Yeah.
Everything Braun Strowman does for me gets an up.
The Raw Tag Team title match, up.
I agree with this.
Nia's backstage segment down, and then the the Nia Asuka match.
2 thumbs down, actually.
I'll give it
Atrocious.
a thumbs in the middle, but overall, since Cliff gave it 2 thumbs down mathematically, it's a down.
It's fucking, it's one of Asuka's worst matches I've ever seen.
So it goes for me, it goes down to the bottom of the abyss. I
See,
watched it.
James, I suggest you watch that match and tell me how shitty it is.
Oh, you're probably right. I'm
Because
not
it
gonna-
was,
You know,
fucking
why do you think
horrible.
I don't watch so I don't torture myself?
just watch that match and tell me how shitty it is.
I'm not
Roman Reigns
not
interview,
doing it.
he pretty much says the same thing
Take
Braun
your word
Strowman
for it.
says, but not as good. I'm gonna give it a down just because WWE chose who was gonna cut the promos throughout the show.
Yeah,
But the promo doesn't matter.
there was another
It
promo.
actually did
though.
matter, it actually did
The
matter,
promo did matter for Raw though.
Yes. which we'll get to that.
It's
You'll,
gonna matter in 3 weeks from now, or Seth Rollins gonna say it doesn't matter.
Seth Rollins says it doesn't matter, that matters.
Then we had this match,
Reverse psychology.
we had Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt.
I thought this match was good. I liked it. I thought the beginning was fucking hysterical.
So I'll talk about it. So Woken Matt comes to the ring, and then Bray Wyatt tries to do his whole thing when he teleports to the ring. But when he gets there, Matt Hardy's like robe that he wears is just there, not Matt Hardy. Or Woken Matt Hardy, I
Yeah.
should say.
Or
Um,
broken as Michael Cole continues to fuck it up.
'Cause And Woken Matt Hardy, you hear him talking, and he said he's gonna classify Bray Wyatt as obsolete. And Bray Wyatt's all freaked out looking around for him.
And classify yourself as obsolete.
And then Woken
Obsolete!
Matt Hardy pops up under the ring and attacks Bray Wyatt. And they have a really good match. Wyatt hit the that flying like forearm he likes to hit.
There was a couple of funny spots too. Also, when Bray Wyatt did his spooky spider thing,
And
because it's so spooky.
and we'll continue to
And Matt just does slap.
Yeah.
This is fucking hysterical. So he does this spider thing, and Matt just claps.
Yeah,
Like he applauds him,
yeah,
and then tells the crowd to get up and start clapping for him.
yeah.
It's the fucking funniest thing.
And then
The entire crowd just gets up and starts clapping, and Bray's like looking at her like, "The fuck is that?"
Bray Wyatt takes Matt Hardy's head up with a clothesline on the outside at one point. Then Woken Matt hits the side effect, which Bray Wyatt kicks out of.
Of course, because everyone does it. You can't, just like Roman never wins a Superman punch, Matt Hardy in his entire career has never won with the side effect.
I think he won one
According to
match.
the side effect, that move doesn't matter.
It's an irrelevant move.
And then Logan-
One, two.
Logan
He
Matt
kept
Hardy.
out closer to two than he did to three.
Right as soon as he hooks that arm, you know it's gonna be a kick out of two.
Yep. Then Logan Matt Hardy wins with the twist of fate. This match gets an up. The crowd gets a
Oh,
down.
the crowd sucked. The crowd was the entire night. The crowd was fucking terrible. It's the typical.
Yeah.
It's the typical crowd that every wrestling fan really hates. Going into business for themselves, chanting Rusev Day,
Which I was
chanting.
happy about.
I mean, but it's the wrong show.
Yeah, wrong
If
show.
if Rusev was on the show, fine, chant Rusev Day all you want. But they were chanting, "We want beach balls." I'm sorry, it's banned.
Yeah.
It's fucking banned.
They're really
Can
nice.
these fucking idiots get these to the thick skulls? Beach balls are fucking banned. It takes away from the action in the ring when you're fucking hitting a goddamn beach ball around. It takes away from the
They really,
action.
One-
they really like their beach
one
balls.
flaw-
They're
one-
balls.
One
They're
flaw.
like, fuck
And
them.
then there was one point too where Matt was on the second rope.
Yeah.
It took him 17 minutes to do the elbow because he was leading a goddamn wave that was going around the ring.
Yeah.
Like they started the wave and Matt's just like looking around,
I give.
and then he just does this.
I give
It
Logan.
was, it was really funny.
That's great.
Yeah, he
that-
did
that
try
was
to make
funny.
it look.
But like, and they tried to like twist it around, thinking like, oh, they cheered for Matt.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. They weren't cheering for Matt Hardy at all. They were cheering for themselves because they were trying to get themselves over.
This is the one type of match to do it with because
This is
You wanted-
need your full
Okay.
attention.
I get where you guys come from and where I'm gonna come from on it. Not that I fucking like it any more than you guys do, but I'll play devil's advocate for a minute. I think what their mindset could be is
Trying to get themselves over.
and I think they're trying to make a grandiose statement that they really don't give a shit about this feud because really, other than Bray Wyatt turning Roman, what has
bring Matt.
But at the same time
Roman
though,
Matt has
at different
anything
points
really
they were in
happened?
the match.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning when he was classifying Bray Wyatt as obsolete, they was singing along with him. And then at the end of the match, they kind of got into for Matt.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's like once
Well,
the
what-
distractions,
Was
the distractions.
were they
take-
doing these things when Bray Wyatt
Yes,
got
both of them, both of them.
Oh, okay.
So, and it kind of like at the beginning and at the end, it was supporting Matt, but like in between is when all the shit happened. Like right as soon as like the beach ball chant died down
Yeah.
and whatnot, they were cheering for Matt. So like towards the last like probably 2 or 3 minutes of the match, they were like solely behind Matt.
I'll say this-
I think it's a fake case of the fans are confused and it's like they like Matt, but they just really don't care about Bray Wyatt. I think that's really what it comes down to.
That's what Simon does. Simon's like, I don't care what Bray says anymore.
Yeah,
Like
so
it's,
but I'll say,
you know what,
probably
it's the same promo.
I'll
Now,
say
admittedly, side effect of that is they're trying to get themselves over it, but
See,
at the same time,
for
they're
me-
probably, the initial thing is like, I don't care about this.
For me, I care about, I
Really
like this
fucking
feud. I think it's a good feud.
yeah.
Yeah.
It has a good premise, but the crowd's just not into it. I like it personally. I
think
think it's
not-
added something to Bray Wyatt too.
It's great. I think the issue is like for this crowd is like they've done so much damage to Bray Wyatt that even Matt can't really save him, so they just cheer
Yeah,
for Matt.
I think
when
it's
they
a little-
win.
I think
I
what
mean,
you're trying to
just
say,
don't care
James,
about
is too little, too late. Essentially.
Yeah,
I also
it's-
look at it like
this
this though.
character is dead in the water if you can't get a crowd to just pay attention to the match.
I look at it like
That's
this.
when you know a character's dead. That's what I think it is. I mean, it doesn't make it right. It sucks.
I mean, they
when you
still
watch
do
it.
the entrance with them too. Like when his entrance is
Yeah.
the fireflies and whatnot. They still, at WrestleMania, they still did the
I think that's just a-
hands.
I think
because
it's
they
forced
give-
a habit, to be honest with you.
I think it's just the cool thing to do. That's like
Yeah, I think it's like it's not like. I mean, they still
Because they do it
integrate-
with any time the lights go out.
Yeah.
They do it any time the lights go out.
I'll say this though, the fact that the crowd didn't give a crap about this match, because Vince McMahon is gonna look at that and say, well, this gimmick, the Woken Matt Hardy gimmick's now clearly not over. You could scrap the gimmick.
I mean-
because if we asked for once for the Woken gimmick to be in WWE, and the fans are crapping all over it.
I think once Jeff gets into it and Jeff comes back from his injury, I think it will take that.
Yeah, the fans, what,
Because
you're
it's just
trying
Matt
to
Hardy's
look at it as a Vince McMahon mindset. The problem is, Vince needs to get his head out of his fucking ass is the problem.
It's
No,
it's
but
more
Vince
It
so.
really does.
I think they're trying
I'm
to stall
sorry.
the time for Jeff to come back.
This is what you're gonna have if you
Because
don't
they're
listen
gonna
to
have
fans, Vince. You know what's gonna happen if you don't have good character development? You know what's gonna happen when you keep making wins not fucking matter, like Seth Rollins fucking said? You know what's gonna happen, Vince? People are gonna fucking hijack your shows.
They've done already.
It's happened. It's already fucking
1,000.
happened. There's no
thousands of
shit.
times.
There's no wonder why this feud isn't getting over with this crowd, because you have killed the character of Bray Wyatt.
It's murdered.
There's
Been dead for
there's
years.
no recovering from that. All the crap that you have done with this guy, because you solely have employed the wrong people that clearly don't give a shit. Period. It's lazy character development.
The next day.
It's ridiculous.
You should have
So
waited.
yeah, I'm
You
sorry.
should've waited
I
a
just want
couple
to
more-
point that out.
You should have waited a couple more segments. But anyhow,
No, it all, from what you're explaining to me, it all sounds the same to me. It's just lazy character development all around the show. So no, it's fine. Go ahead, continue.
so the next, Wanda Rousey has a contract signed, and
Oh,
Kurt Angle
oh
comes out.
boy. Oh, I know you hated this one. So did I.
I didn't hate this at all.
No, I actually really like this.
Oh, did you?
And actually, and the funny thing is too, it brought my interest level up from 0% to 1% for Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey.
You said it went back down to 0% after Raw last night. Right?
After Raw last night, it stayed at 1%.
The
I really love this. I thought this was like, I thought the reason why is because the reason why I love this so much is Kurt is the fucking star.
So let me
Kurt is the absolute star of this
So
segment.
let me follow
the mixed tag match.
So-
I recommended it at least.
Yes, it's a mixed tag. I don't know if it's Kurt or The Rock yet, but it looks like it's gonna be Kurt. But so, they come to the ring, you know, the Authorities, their typical cheesy heel gimmick and whatnot, trying to kiss Ronda Rousey's ass.
Yeah.
And
Then Kurt's like,
Kurt comes out and says, you know, Kurt's out there and they're talking and whatnot, and they're trying to feed her ego, basically.
yeah.
And
Ronda
Kurt
Rousey cuts
comes out. Well, Kurt starts talking. I can't. He's not coming out. He's
Yeah.
he's in the fucking ring already.
Yeah.
So he's talking and he says, you know, this is just to get back at WrestleMania 21. He said at first, but then switch it to 31.
Kurt was on a lot of painkillers at WrestleMania 21, so.
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Probably thinking he's still fighting Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 21.
So and
Hey,
he
but,
says,
but if we fight Shawn Michaels nowadays, and if it's WrestleMania 21, then when doesn't matter according to Seth.
He just lost $200.
Oh, well, I don't know.
so he basically says, you know, Ronda Rousey, you know, they own the bitch.
Yeah.
Essentially, is what he said.
And then I
But
love
he got
like,
cut off, and then
yeah. I love Triple H, like Kurt's been fighting a flu all week, he's been in the
He,
hospital.
he's sick.
Yeah.
He has an addiction.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, that's a fucking low blow.
Yeah.
That did not need to be said.
And then they're like, Triple H's like, I'm just gonna, you finish up here, I'm gonna get Kurt Angle to the doctors. And then when Kurt turns around, he's just like, hey Stephanie, didn't you say that even you could take the has-been Ronda Rousey, and then Ronda Rousey gets like the killer eyes, and like gets the killer stance.
Crazy. Then she put Triple H to the table.
He looked like, Triple H loved taking that spot too.
He overshot the table almost.
Yeah.
I guess that's the most action from a woman that he's gotten in months, huh?
I mean, he's got Stephanie.
Yeah, he got Stephanie.
I mean,
You really think she's putting out?
oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I call bullshit.
I don't.
I don't think she's putting out.
Maybe Stephanie's still fucking.
Triple H enjoyed that pedigree spot or whatever Ronda did way too much. Way too much.
He over
saw
jumped
him,
that.
yeah.
He over jumped that. He almost missed the table.
And then Stephanie McMahon slaps Ronda Rousey, she runs away. I think Ronda signed her contract, or,
On top of Triple H,
Yeah.
pretty much.
and
Then
then she
threw it back on top of him.
and then she leaves, and Triple H is like, yes.
That's me. This is a fucking
2 thumbs up.
thumbs up. 2 thumbs. That was a great segment.
Maybe if I give it 3 thumbs up if that was possible.
Kurt for me was the star of this. Just as like he made me like
Yeah.
die laughing. Just when he would like say those snarky comments, like that just made me die laughing.
So the next few weeks, hopefully, will be as good as this.
Oh.
To make the segment.
Oh, the segment on Raw, which I'm gonna go into depth on.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say my piece on that when we get there.
Alright, but yeah, this gets 2 thumbs up. We agreed I would talk about the main event after, because we've had some debates about the main event in the Facebook chat, so.
Yeah.
What Chris and I kind of already came
Yeah.
to an agreement before we.
I mean, I thought it was still a good Rumble. I mean, it definitely like.
Rumble.
Why do you think this is the Royal Rumble? It's not,
It was definitely a good Rumble inside the Elimination Chamber, right? Because there was definitely 30 people who were in that Elimination Chamber
Alright.
in a Rumble.
Dude,
So they were rumbling
Dude.
inside of the Elimination Chamber.
Bro, I have the greatest idea, bro. Bro, this is what we'll do. We'll have Royal WWE Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber.
Reverse battle royal.
Reverse Battle Royal, bro. That's the whole match. It's gonna be Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, Reverse Battle Royal, bro.
Alright, I'm gonna wait.
And you know how the Reverse Battle Royal goes. Now put that with the Royal Rumble stipulation inside the Elimination Chamber, bro.
Now
Imagine
let's
Where
that.
that becomes the ultimate pro, and it gets the side headline against Vince Russo at WrestlePalooza.
let's
Just imagine that like a 30-man reverse
Seth
battle
Rollins,
royal.
Seth
It's
Rollins,
just like
Seth
all
Rollins,
of them fight to get back into the
Seth
ring.
Rollins comes in at number 1, outlasts everybody else, and says, "Fight Vince Russo, it doesn't matter."
It don't matter anyway, so I'm not gonna win this anyway.
Alright, let me break this. I'm gonna break this match down like we agreed.
Yeah.
So Elias did his concert before the match started,
Yeah.
and he said it was the first time ever someone performed a musical performance inside the
No one
elimination
sings the
chamber.
elimination chamber, that's why. Braun came out next. I do say though,
Yeah.
Braun Strowman like absolutely fucking terrifying in this match. Like in the
Yeah.
chamber alone,
That's
like the
why-
lighting for that
Yeah.
for him specifically
I'm telling
was
you,
like made him look like fucking menacing as hell.
So let me break the match down. The Miz, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins started the matchup, which I think we all assumed was gonna happen.
Especially because they kept like, was it? Cena came in after, right?
Yeah, I mean, knew Miz was starting because he
Yeah.
lost the match on.
But like when they went around in the circle to see who would like come in next, they
Yeah.
kept going over Elias.
Yeah,
Notice how they kept it like it would have been so funny if they had like it shown an Elias
yeah.
and it was like, but he's number 7, so he can't like
I kept
he
forgetting.
can't come in.
Was I the only one, by the way, that kept forgetting there was like 7 guys in the match because I always forgot.
I forgot too.
Because when Miz came out, I
Right
thought he was
before-
going. When Miz came out, I thought he was going in the pod. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a
When Seth came out, I was like, all right, so I love Braun, I love Cena, love Roman, they're all in the pods
yeah,
with Elias. And then when Seth came, I'm like, oh fuck, he has to start the match.
yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
So yeah, Miz pretty much offers to work together against with each Balor and Rollins. He tries to do the too sweet thing. I was at the click symbol, but that's a mess up. With Finn Balor, but Finn Balor refuses. So then Balor and Rollins work together against Miz, and then they knock Miz outside the ring right onto the mat.
Didn't you know what I find funny? Didn't they have like a triple threat match on Raw like eons ago,
Yeah, they did.
and now they're headlining the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah.
Just saying.
So then,
A
Balor-
little history lesson for you.
So then Balor and
I
Rollins.
don't like history lessons.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, according to Seth Rollins, it doesn't matter, so I won't give you any more history lessons, Chris. It's okay.
So then Balor and Rollins lock up, and each time one of them bounces off the ropes, they knock Miz right into that chain link fence. I thought that was hilarious.
That was great.
And then everybody gets knocked down. Cena comes out, he does his 5 moves of
It's
doom.
the only match I watched, by the way.
And then yeah, Balor so yeah, basically the match continues with Cena. Then Roman Reigns comes out, the match still continues. Then Braun Strowman comes out. I love when Strowman came out and Roman Reigns was the guy he had to go up against. And then Strowman murders everybody. I believe he tossed Miz right off the
He did.
right off the pod, right on everybody. And then Elias, it's time for Elias to come in, and he realizes Strowman hasn't taken any damage, so he's like, nah, I ain't coming in.
I love there was one point specifically, like during the entrances. I think it was like Miz went up to it was Miz. He went up to Strowman's pod,
Yeah.
and Strowman hit the fucking pod,
Yeah.
and it scared the shit out of Miz.
Yeah.
That was fucking hysterical. That just goes like,
Yeah.
and then he ate 5 finishers, I think it was.
Yeah.
And
Every one of them.
So let me talk about that. So I believe everyone first it's like a double drop kick or something on Strowman.
they hit the shield. They hit the triple powerbomb, the shield bomb.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a triple powerbomb.
It's called like
It
was like-
powerbomb.
it was like a 5-man power
Yeah.
bomb.
So
So
it's like a shield bomb.
So
Yeah,
it was like ultimate shield bomb.
so then Butcher kicks and everyone tries to pinch Strowman, but he kicks out.
It's Braun.
And then
And he eats everyone's finisher.
yeah.
At the same, no one pinned
By the
him.
way,
Yeah.
I just want to point this out, and I know I'm being a little off topic here, but if you were going to call the triple power bomb something, instead of the shield bomb, call it the shield driver. Because you're driving them
more
down
of a
to
power
an
bomb.
Yeah,
object.
it's more of a power bomb.
Yeah, I know,
It's a
but
shield
you're
bomb.
still
Or
driving
if it's
something.
Kurt Angle's and it's the Olympic shield bomb.
Yeah. But anyhow, so
The
yeah,
Olympic show driver.
so
Just
Bob, so Strowman,
Olympic Shield power
so
driver.
Strowman ate an AA, the stop,
saying. Olympic Shield power drill.
I think he ate a spear.
Now available for $19.99.
Actually, $20.
Seth Rollins has this to say about the product. Doesn't matter.
And then he eats a frog splash off the top of the pod. Strowman kicks out of all this stuff. And then and then Elias, when everybody's down, tries to come in and take advantage of everybody, but he doesn't pin anybody. And I even like to Coach was like, that was good strategy, now we can take advantage of pin anybody. He didn't pin anybody.
He picked everyone and they kicked out.
Yeah.
See, the one thing about coaches commentating this match that in both chain matches that pissed me off is like, it's like, you gotta pin someone, you gotta pin someone, you gotta pin someone, you gotta pin someone, you gotta, every 5 fucking seconds, he
Yeah.
said you gotta pin someone. I'm like, just, at one point I was like, shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
I was
Then,
so, he made
Come
me,
on, man.
he made me so mad.
So then
I have these two there.
Strowman hits a one power slam on Elias, eliminates him. Remember this. Strowman hits a one power slam on Cena, eliminates him.
He
And
hits
then
a running power slam on everyone but Roman and eliminates everyone but Roman.
Yeah. So then it's down to Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Roman Reigns.
After Braun ate 17 finishers.
Strowman dives over the ropes, throws Reigns dives
You're
over
already
the ropes,
eliminated everyone else.
throws Strowman into the through the pod, and then he hits 2 spears, wins. Strowman, I think, kicked out right, and then
He
Strowman.
kicked out of the first time.
No, he
hit
got-
the
he
spear,
got
and
up,
then
he
came
got-
back, yeah.
He got up the first time, and then one with the spear, and then Strowman hits a one power slam and throws Reigns through the pod. So this match, even though I'm gonna say I like the match 3 and 3/4, this match still gets a down.
I thought it was good. I mean,
No, I
it's,
agree with all in here.
Here's why.
it definitely gets a down, but it's still like a good match.
No, it's the finish makes it a down.
It's dead.
Like I like it's a good for me because it's like I like the action in the match. I like how almost everyone was in the ring at the same time, instead of the women's chamber where everyone when it was like down to like Alexa coming out last, there was 3 people left.
No,
as
I'm
opposed
not.
to everyone.
I'm not
being there.
trashing. I'm trashing the outcome because the outcome made this match a down. You have Braun Strowman eliminate everybody. They say this is what his most dominant performance ever in an elimination
Yeah, because
chamber.
he eliminated everyone but one.
Well,
Just to have
that's-
Roman Reigns.
Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
does it? Oh yeah, that's a meme, but it seems to be fucking more true and prevalent as fucking weeks go on because you continue to bury your whole roster.
James, I don't think you should rant right now because I don't want to get us thrown out of here. I was gonna give you the floor to rant, but because
No, I'm gonna rant.
I know, but just because we almost got thrown out.
Fuck. I'll be quiet about it.
All right, I'm gonna go.
You-
I
we
want
did agree
I want
that.
to see you talk like
Yeah.
in a whisper voice at random.
I'll talk in whisper voice.
But we agreed that I would go first. So
Right.
so yeah, this was based. He comes in and just like closes the computer. I want to go out of here now. Okay, we're off. We're like so off.
Just go. Just hurry the fuck up.
So yeah, this was basically, this reminded me of the main event of SummerSlam 2003, except maybe worse.
Oh yeah.
It was worse actually, because at least Goldberg went out to a sledgehammer, and Strowman literally took like about 50 finishers, but yet got eliminated by 2 spears. I mean, clearly all they did was just have Strowman eliminate all these guys just to make Reigns look stronger by eliminating Strowman. That was the end goal of this match. It wasn't to make Strowman look good. It was to make
Strowman looked there.
it was make Reigns look great in the end. And that's what Strowman still looked bad in the end because he was a sore loser after he lost.
It's gonna raise afterwards. No, that was mentioned now.
And the worst part about it is the WWE is like filming shows in front of empty arenas. They had to do like a 2-for-1 deal to like.
What's the room number?
Who is it?
529.
Who's talking? Who are you talking to?
Libby.
I don't know that phone number. Is it my job?
Was. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so
They're doing a show, James.
the filming the venues in front of, like, they barely showed up, like, they had Ronda, they advertised Ronda Rousey and couldn't even sell this show out.
Because they knew Roman was winning.
Yeah.
Some people.
4.6.
I mean, Strowman has so much momentum right now. He's universally liked by everyone. And then I read what his plan. I basically read what his plan is for WrestleMania. His plan is he's going to be a backup plan in case the Roman Reigns experiment doesn't work. So why not have Reigns? No, why not have Strowman go over there? If you have doubts about Roman Reigns, why not have him Strowman just win the match? He's red hot. He should be crowned. This would have made Strowman look like a star if he eliminated every single guy in the match.
Or you can just be a star that left him in the dust. Cha-ching.
So yeah, speaking of, since we haven't talked about this yet, Cody Rhodes talked about WWE doesn't sabotage people. This match right here is clear proof.
Fucking A, bro.
This match right here is clear proof that WWE sabotages people. It's too late to crown Strowman as champion anymore. They missed the chance at Mania. They should have done it at Almost. That's when he should have won the title.
Yeah. Fucking amazing.
You know what's gonna happen? WWE. I mean, how many times have they tried to get Reigns over? 4 years in a row at Mania, and it's failed
And you
every
keep
time.
losing fans. By the way, let Chris go, because I'll say my piece.
However, there is two positives about this match. You know, I don't know if I should make. Let's just say the first one, it got someone we know to finally break his silence. That's one positive. It's got, because I think if Strowman had gone over, he would still be quiet. He would still be in his silence right now.
Yeah.
And then
Which, by the way, he didn't even watch the show either.
yeah. But then there was one final man. They could have done anybody else but Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Elias wouldn't work either.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say Miz would work, but I think Miz would be able to build up the match enough because him and Heyman cutting promos together would be great. But they're doing a match, I think, on like a live event at some point. So
It's kind of, I think so, soon.
yeah. Finn Balor, because he hasn't got this one-on-one rematch,
He hasn't yet.
and he never will.
He would get squashed immediately.
And then Seth Rollins, I mean, that wouldn't make complete sense after the gauntlet match.
He also too has unfinished business with problems
Yeah.
now, so too.
And
Dating back to like 2015.
it's to the point where even John Cena knew this was a bad idea.
Yeah.
He even been,
Yeah.
this was his idea,
His idea was for Rollins to go over in the chamber.
but then he put it out the
They say that John buries people.
Yeah.
And he was trying to help Rollins, didn't listen to him.
But then he had Plan B, which was basically the same plan except Strowman would have gone over.
So he had two different plans. He
Yeah.
tried to put over Rollins and Strowman, and
Yeah.
your biggest
Even
babyface.
when your
Just
biggest fucking star is telling you to do that, you don't listen to him.
let me explain this.
I rather you
If
go.
they are-
I really don't have anything to say.
If they
I've already said everything.
good, if your fucking wrestlers are saying the same fucking shit we are we really that dumb? Are we?
100%.
Are we really that dumb? Because I'll tell you something right now. We were talking about wrestling for about, what would you say, a good 10 minutes? We came up with how to book a 2013, 2014 angle in 10 minutes, where you guys had fucking 3 months and couldn't get it right still. You do this constantly. You've been doing it since '01. You've been losing fans year after year after year after year. And I've said this. You can go all the way back to this fucking show in 2015. And I said they were going to be the TNA of fucking wrestling that year of 2010, the way they were booking. Look at where we are now, motherfucker. Look at where we are now.
There's no pilot like
There's no pyro. They had to sell a bunch of stock to start Vince's fucking vanity project back up, which isn't going to go anywhere because unless they buy the New England Patriots, it's going to be Jack and Jen and Jack going to go the fuck home. Retards, all of you. be ashamed, jump into traffic.
And
Because I'll tell you right now, we could have looked this better. We would have listened to fucking fans. We would have listened. We would have listened to one of the biggest stars in the company if he's trying to put one of them over.
Two of them actually.
Two of them. He picked Rollins. He picked Balor.
No, he picked Strowman. Strowman was his next choice.
You wanted Rollins and Strowman, and you didn't listen to a fucking thing. What the fuck is wrong with you?
everything.
You know what Jim Cornette said about TNA in 2010 when they were making their booking decisions? Fuck TNA, fuck the decisions that they made. They replaced the initials with WWE. Because guess who ain't watching Mania? I sure ain't. Probably the most I'll watch of Mania is probably the mixed tag, a little bit of it, and the Styles Nakamura match. Other than that, I have no interest to watch this card now because you have ruined the Universal title match because you did not pick the guy who was universally liked in Braun Strowman to go for the Universal Championship. Give me an R, give me an R, give me an E, give me a T, give me an A, give me an R, give me a D. What does that spell, Owen?
I think he spelled. Was it retarded? Was it retired?
Retarded. See?
Retired.
You're making him dumb now because of your fucking decision.
He spelled it too fast for me. Actually, that wasn't.
But that's now retired.
Retired too.
Fuck this company.
And I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say this.
He's been like the biggest supporter.
I'm gonna say this. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done trying to get him to come back. I'm done. I've done it for years. I'm done. I've wasted breath. Wasted breath.
Yeah, we're just doing a show, man. You can do your thing. Yeah. Well, the thing is, too, you've been doing this for years, and I've been saying this kind of thing since 2015. And here's the thing. It shouldn't be his job to have fans watch wrestling. To have fans watch your product. Guess whose job it is, dumb dicks? It's your job, not ours. It's not his. It's yours. And you failed at that. Am I wrong?
No. You don't know what?
I rest my case.
How do they call them dumb dicks? I've never heard that.
Credit
before.
OTRS Central for that one. By the way, I wish more people were like you at OTRS, because I disagree with what you have opinions-wise on some things, but you're right most of the time.
When it comes to WWE.
Yeah.
So overall-ish. Now either way,
It
this
was a very average show.
It was decent. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Either way, it was gonna be a decent show. It just would have made it a little bit better had Strowman.
Bearable.
Yeah. Then on to Raw.
Okay.
You can just you can go over Raw however you want.
Real quick, and I want to point this out. Brock Lesnar no shows after the finish of Chamber. I wonder why. Continue.
Okay, so
It was the same commentary team.
it's Graves, Cole, and Goodman.
So
So
was Boydwave's hair the same way on this show?
yeah, well, it's
What the hell's
he got it. He got it done like 2 weeks ago, I think, or last week, or whatever. It was white most of it.
It was tail.
But so Alexa and Mickey James come out and they cut a promo, and Alexa's heel ran, and Mickey's heel ran like.
Nah, I could get it for you, and just
Sure.
like it, yeah.
Just, yeah, as long as you,
Yeah, it's fine. Don't
you
worry.
have to put this away, just.
Yeah,
give me
yeah,
some
we will.
instruction. Yeah. I know that I'm the shit.
So Alexa,
You
It
can
makes
make
it-
these organized.
I don't think that. I organized it for a long time.
Yeah.
So Alexa and Mickey are in the ring, cutting a promo, same usual promos. Mickey's heel again. Don't know why. Don't understand it. Was not even remotely even
Wait, who was it?
Mickey's a heel again.
for some strange reason. No, nothing. Just
Yeah.
randomly heel.
Oh, you so what I was saying last time, like lazy character.
Yeah. So
Uh,
they're trashing Asuka comes out. They got full head of steam.
Not someone any injuries from last
I
night.
know, not even selling from. She has her leg taped up because there was a spot where Nia was going for a roll,
Yeah.
like a back roll, and she was supposed to miss. Asuka didn't roll fully.
Yeah.
Nia went too quickly, and she landed on her legs.
But still didn't fully, but still wasn't so.
It wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to happen. But she got hurt doing it.
Yeah.
So
It's Asuka,
she
okay?
yeah, like it's one of those storyline things
Yeah.
where she like was taped up. You know how they do like in the like if they get beat down with an injury, like the arm tape, everything went on. That's what they do. That's
She still wasn't selling it.
Yeah, she wasn't selling it at all. Like nothing ever happened. And so and then Nia comes out, and they start beating the piss out of her. Out comes Bayley and Sasha, sets up a 6-woman tag, and like Simon Miller says, and I agree with him every fucking time he does that up to now the Raw, you can't just keep throwing these women into 6-woman tag matches. They're doing SmackDown all the time, and he fucking hates it.
They've been doing it.
He was an exception though, because he set up more
It's,
stuff.
yeah,
They've been
this is-
doing this
he
since
liked
the
he liked
Cruiserweights. They do it with a lot of things too.
They just got, it set up like a bunch of stories. But so, ending of the match, Sasha is going to tag in Bayley, and then Bayley jumps down off the apron. But it's weird too because then Asuka is the legal. I don't know. I think Sasha tagged Asuka, but Asuka's in the ring,
She helps Asuka.
and then she helps Asuka.
Yeah.
So I don't know whose side she's on.
Yeah.
Was she heel?
No,
It's confusing.
She doesn't like Sasha, so
Yeah, because Sasha turned on her, so she turned on Sasha.
I get what they're doing. It's not that complicated. So basically, what they're doing is like, oh, I'll
Baby's
help
going-
Asuka, but I'm just not gonna
Yeah.
help Sasha.
So yeah, so then they got
it's
the
a
different
weird.
people.
I think what they're trying to do storyline wise is where have you been for me lately?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So Sasha's going. It doesn't look at Sasha's gonna turn heel. Not even the least bit. After that, I mean, it looked like a sympathetic baby face, if anything.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Even though she should be the one.
Yeah, she should be the one because she turned first. But it's like
Yeah.
she was literally sitting on the barricade, like on the pads, but like leaning up against the barricade. Like, why did you do this to me?
Yeah.
Kind of like look on her face.
Yeah.
Like, so she looks at the fucking sympathetic baby face, even though she's the one who turned on her first.
And she's the natural heel. She's the
Yeah, she is. Baby's
I mean, she did turn on her. I mean, she
And then
turned on her with
Asuka-
the Bella Twins. It makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I hope we get a match out of this in India. My
So,
thoughts how on
So Cena's out next. They set up with
Well,
another
then Asuka makes the Mickey tap to the cross arm.
fucking whatever. Like,
Just gets a thumbs in the middle because it was good.
Thumbs up because it set up like 3 different storylines.
Yeah.
Good.
So
I just didn't like that Mickey was just randomly a heel.
yeah,
and
it just didn't make any sense.
I think it would have made more sense. I think
it
I think the Bayley thing was just very confusing. So
It's like if you think of it too, like the competitors in that match, it's Sasha and Bayley, and then it's 3-on-1 with Mickey, Nia, and Alexa against Asuka.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't even remotely make any sense.
Yeah.
But
And also because this is pretty much when they determined, like Asuka just didn't even have the choice.
yeah, they basically said she's not challenging Alexa.
Yeah.
Like in air quotes, kind of like
Yeah.
she's going out. They took away. They basically said you're facing Alexa.
But she didn't pick, even though she didn't pick.
Yeah, even though it was her fucking choice.
Yeah.
So
So that's
Cena next cuts a promo about WrestleMania. He says that he wants the Taker Taker, got a crowd to get a huge chant, a huge pop out of the crowd,
Which was surprising.
which is a bit surprising, but it's not going to happen. Apparently, Ruba's our Taker's not even going to be at Mania this year. And that rumor going around that Ray was not at SmackDown. There's a lot of rumors swirling that Ray was at SmackDown, was on a contract for WrestleMania. He was not there. But that looks like the direction they're going in from what I've been reading.
What?
Just
Ray
Ray
and
and
Cena.
Cena at WrestleMania.
So like a little one-off. Kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
They've always had good matches. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that too. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, I'm fucking down for that. It'd be 1,000 times better than him and Taker.
Yeah.
If this is Taker and Cena like 5 years ago, I'd say fuck yeah, Taker and Cena all the way. Taker's still wrestling full time, still in his prime, like doesn't even show any signs of slowing down. Not Taker now, which is old, fat, and slow.
Yeah.
I don't care how much training he's doing, he's still old, fat, and slow. And fucking his body is beaten.
But stop.
Is beaten
I
beyond
don't even
repair.
think it's his fault. I think it's WWE wanting him to wrestle again. Stop abusing the man. Let him fucking.
He was supposed to retire after
Stop.
Shane.
Yeah.
that whole symbolic him taking off the gloves is him retiring.
Yeah.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Stop doing symbolic retirements only for him to come back.
I don't think,
Time
I
to
mean,
let
I think he
the man
wants to be done.
be
He wants to
done.
be done, but
Let him
WWE
hang out the gloves, let him hang up the damn boots, let him, stop abusing him. Fuck's sake.
So,
But then Cena says he's gonna use SmackDown.
He's gonna use- yeah.
We'll get into
so
that.
he was on SmackDown Live.
Oh, you listen up.
Yeah, it's not, it's a
Nothing-
very, it's a
But
very good
nothing,
run.
nothing we haven't seen
Yeah.
before though.
Just
been
him,
like- it's
him
been
just
a-
like, it's Cena being in like the confused phase.
It's
Like,
nothing we haven't seen before.
it's nothing we haven't seen before, but it's also like, he's also kind of trying to get that sympathy from the crowd at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not working with me because we know it's just this bullshit.
It is too, but it was still a very good promo. Bray Wyatt versus Heath Slater with Rhino.
I don't know what I'm
is
gonna
next.
do. I don't know. I wanna be at WrestleMania. No, you don't. You wanna go to Hollywood.
Well, maybe, I think.
I think he wants to be WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Well, according to John Cena's Hollywood career, guess what? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't. Apparently, I hope his Hollywood career didn't matter. I hope his outside appearances didn't matter because I'd love to see him more. But I think as time's gone along, I think people like him more now, as
And
opposed to like
Are we talking about Hollywood or WWE?
Well, I mean,
WWE.
I think people
Because,
are a
like-
little hard on him, and
I mean,
I think
he
people
goes away.
more
like
understand.
when he comes back, people think. I see more and more now of adults who hate him wearing his T-shirt
Yeah.
because it's starting to like him again. Like, and I'm all for it.
I
Like,
think because.
I don't. I think that John Cena sucks. To his theme song has gotten old.
Yeah.
I think it's old 3 years ago. Like it's not.
I think the
it's
reason
stupid.
they do it is because it's
It's like the good England stuff.
But it's like it started because they legitimately hated him.
Yeah. I'll say this, I think, because he's not there all the time, being pounded on our throats all the time, I think we're starting to kind of.
It seems like his appearances become more special.
Yeah.
Like his appearance on SmackDown Live was special because he hadn't been on SmackDown since November.
No,
it's like
October.
October.
No,
yeah.
August. Because he was on August.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he wasn't even a part of the build-up to the Star Stage match.
Yeah,
so it's for that free agent thing. Oh wait,
He was a free agent technically, but
Yeah,
like,
he's still free.
he's
agent.
still a free agent, but like.
Hey,
he was
remember
a
how
few
he-
more.
hey, remember how he
But
was-
anyways, okay.
I love how he was a part of Team SmackDown, but yet he went right back to Raw.
That was the plan to get him like. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Bray Wyatt. He's had some pretty good matches on Raw too, also.
Everyone else was Team SmackDown. Everyone else was Team Raw, but Cena was Team Cena.
Yes.
Exactly. He should be.
He was in Team.
He actually is.
Green. Team Lime Green.
He is Team Lime Green. I'd
Yeah.
be Team Lime Green too if I was like, making that fucking money outside of the movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
So Bray Wyatt versus Heath Slater with Rhinos next. Before the match can even get started,
Oh,
Bray Wyatt is fucking obliterated.
Wait, I love what you just said about Cena, all the outside money he's making in WWE. You mean what they were trying to hold him back from for like 10 years?
Pretty much. I mean, he did some. He did some movies, but it was like WWE was always his number one priority.
Yeah.
By the way,
I don't think that was WWE holding him back. I think that was Cena not willing.
because
Two.
no, that's because
No, it's definitely his
still-
choice. It's definitely his choice to go to Hollywood because that's what he wanted to do. But I think he knows that now is the time because he doesn't have to carry the show anymore.
Yeah, because they,
If it's like he's letting the younger guys headline the shows now.
he was the first match at SummerSlam
Yeah.
last year.
He's never in the main event anymore. He's happy. Hell, he was like basically the kickoff on SummerSlam. First match on SummerSlam, and he's happy as hell to do it. Like he doesn't care. He doesn't care anymore where he is on the card. He could be first. He could be in the first match at WrestleMania. He wouldn't care. He could be in the goddamn pre-show. He wouldn't care.
That's
As long
a
as
problem.
he's like,
That's a problem though if he's on the pre-show. That's
Yeah,
a big
like-
problem.
but like just saying like he wants to be there.
Yeah.
He wants to be at Mania. Like he just wants to. He doesn't care where he is. He hasn't cared about card placement in like 2 years.
Because what's probably gonna happen is, if he gets the walk status, he's not gonna, his time could be very diminished.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
he
starting
gets
to
on.
now. I mean, this is the most he's appeared in like consecutively in forever.
Like you'll see him a lot on Mania.
You didn't see him all that much in 2017.
But he's got
2016.
Yeah, like for his appearances, like were very far in between because he was having movie after movie after show like back to back.
this could be a big year for him too.
My
He's
favorite-
got
my
some, he's got some
favorite
big
record.
films coming
It
out.
does, yeah.
I just wanna say,
Blockers is coming out
to this
soon.
day, my favorite promo by Cena is when he calls out Dean Ambrose for having no balls.
Yeah.
That was actually, I still like that promo.
So like I said, so Bray Wyatt versus Heath Slater with Rhino, it's a fucking squash.
The match
Bray
is
Wyatt
like,
wins.
No, it's like, he just beat the shit
Oh,
out of
he
him.
hit them both with Sister Abigail's. And then he sits in the corner and says, I'm gonna fucking kill Matt Hardy, basically. He says I'm gonna beat you senseless so you don't wake up anymore.
I'll give this it up. For once you can actually understand what Bray Wyatt
Yeah,
is
it's like-
talking about.
It's literally like Matt Hardy has driven him even more insane than he already is.
So he's finally gonna win. Oh wait.
Actually, he did. He beat him at
Raw
probably,
25.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
So basically,
I'm talking about
this is the absolute clusterfuck of a next match. Miz comes out and cuts a good promo about how he should be at Mania.
Yeah.
And even if he isn't, he said he still has the Intercontinental Championship,
Mhm.
which is still a win in his books.
And then they say whoever's opponent was.
So Kurt said earlier in the day that whoever he was facing, he was gonna compete. It was basically like a precursor to WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Out comes Monday Night Rollins, and Seth wins.
with the flag splash.
A very, very good match.
You know what I love? They finally came up with the name of that like knee trigger knee that he gets now after he doesn't even use it as a finisher anymore.
Yeah, it's the curb stomp. Well, the stomp as they call it.
No, the
It's
one he
the
was using.
stomp.
No, the one he was using before.
The ripcord knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called King's Landing. I think.
Yeah, but I just love how they finally came up with it.
Yeah.
Now they're not even using
It was actually King's Landing at first. Graves actually coined it first,
Yeah.
and they stopped calling it. So.
Your favorite thing, points.
God damn it. So Rollins wins a very good match. Seems like he's gonna be inserted. And then out comes Finn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get there in a second. So he comes out, and then Curtis Axel, but they jump him. Essentially jump him. Biz
Makes
gets
sense.
involved.
I'm confused.
Match gets actually no,
Wait
was
a
it?
minute.
No, didn't they cause a DQ?
Hold up. Hello?
Gallows and Anderson.
So-
I think the match got like.
They tried. Might be better. So they did to jump him. What?
My back guy. Are you serious? You have to do your charger on me?
Okay.
So my bag.
Alright, because I'm tired of this shit.
I have my mini microphone.
Yep.
My phone's, you know, put on speaker, right?
Yeah, I don't remember off the bat because I don't memorize numbers anymore. Because it's all on conda attacks. I probably should at this point. I'm
so-
such a piece of shit, but.
So out next is so Finn.
So I think that,
Was it an actual match or was it just a beatdown? I think it should be in the front part of my backpack. In the back part of my backpack, very back. It's on the very front.
getting an iPhone charger to go here, right here.
I mean,
Just,
very back of my backpack,
yes.
right here, and there it is, right in the front.
We go unedited.
So Gallows and Anderson.
Unadulterated content.
So Gallows and Anderson come out. They save Finn to a big pop
So I
by
don't
me
think,
because I loved it.
I don't think the match got thrown out. I think the match,
It didn't start.
yeah.
So, Kurt comes on the Titantron and says, you're ejected from inside. Vistaraj,
Everybody.
Balor Club, ejected from inside. Match goes on, and Miz loses again.
Yeah.
2 times in a row. They tried to make it like he was an Iron Man. Like,
Yeah.
But
okay,
he lost.
so he's an Iron Man. Seth won an hour and 5 minutes. Impressive. Miz was like in the ring for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes. They want to say like,
And he lost both matches.
and they were trying to hype it up like he was like, oh, Miz just wrestled 2 matches in a row.
You had a break in between one of them.
And I'm like,
Wait, so Rollins won the first match, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did he win this one?
who?
Miz.
No,
Against Balor.
he lost against Balor.
He's not an Iron Man then.
He lost against Balor, and he had a break in between because of Finn's entrance.
Yeah,
I
and
guess,
then-
I guess he's the reverse Iron Man.
And
And I was like,
he also had a
you
break.
can't-
He's,
in,
he's actually a metal guy.
He wrestled for like 15 minutes in total,
yeah.
and like they made it seem like he wrestled like for fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
I also want to complain, another thing that Coachman was talking about, Miz never complains. And then Michael Cole, even Corey Graves doing the bullshit card on this, like, Michael Cole was like, what are you talking about? He was just out here complaining. Like, well, he wasn't complaining after he was done complaining. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
So then they go to the backstage and Seth is watching the match,
Not,
Because
not, not correctly.
not correctly, and he's watching the match, and he cuts a promo. I don't know, forget what he said.
That he wants the Intercontinental.
Yeah, he wants the Intercontinental. Braun's next. I don't know what Braun's was,
I think he said Elias is gonna get those hands.
something like that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright, so the
catchphrase, huh?
Like the IC,
Yeah.
so the stuff with Miz and everything gets a thumbs in the middle because it was so scrambled and everything.
It's set up. It's gonna set up a triple threat match, which is it's gonna be great. That match is gonna be awesome.
They had a match to become number one contender at Extreme Rules last year. That was really good.
Yeah. So
That was a history lesson. You hate those. Hate history lessons.
this next one's quite interesting, actually. It's a Roman Reigns program. They were supposed to go face to face, but 30 minutes before Roman Reigns went out, it's all scripted, by the way.
Yeah,
Everything was scripted. It wasn't a shoot. Brock didn't show up. Brock left.
Yeah.
He was at Elimination Chamber, as Roman said, and he was taking pictures with Dana White, which is kind of like their message in reality that you guys better pay me, I'm leaving.
Yeah. That could be a work too, though, because they released that photo right after.
It could be, but so he goes, so he comes out and he cuts his best promo, probably of his career,
Yes.
where he literally laid into Brock Lesnar. It's kind of reminiscent of
What he did
the
this
night after the Shield broke up.
Yeah.
The next week after the Shield broke up, him and Dean cut that promo. That was his best promo to date.
The one he
And
did
then-
in Cena during the contract sign.
This, the one seeing the contract sign was good. That would look some that would look scripted.
Yeah,
But the one that he cut like after the show broke up, like the next week after,
yeah.
that was by far his best. Until this one that he cut on Raw 2 nights ago, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Everything he said made sense. First at the beginning, he wasn't really talking all that much, and he was like truth.
He was reeling people in, I think. That's what he does.
Because he's getting booed,
Yeah,
and then by the end they were all cheering him.
yeah.
Like he's like truth. You want the truth? And then he fucking rips apart Brock Lesnar, calls him a bitch, fucking says that he was taking pictures with Dana White, which he was. Took a picture of Dana White. He was here 30 minutes ago. Now he's not here. He's a like just fucking absolutely went off on him. It was excellent. It was his best promo in WWE ever.
It just sucks because if Roman Reigns would cut more promos like this, I think
Yeah.
people would like him.
I think that's what they're trying to do. That's kind of like their mindset. From what I read, like after that,
Yeah.
everything like I thought like everything they said was planned. They had 2 scripts, so this was all planned. But I don't think they really planned for Brock not to show up.
Yeah, it's probably on
They kind of did 2 actually.
Yeah.
They had 2 scripts, which was Brock there and Brock not there. They wanted the one that Brock wasn't in because he legitimately wasn't there. After they advertised and everything.
That's why I asked why did they advertise it, but then like then we find out that wasn't planned. So that might have been that might have worked.
They kind of actually had the smart thinking by them to have 2 scripts.
Yeah,
Like instead of like, preparing for Brock to be there, he's not there. They actually prepared in advance for him not to be there, like the no-show.
I'll say this.
But this is what they're trying to do to get Roman over.
This stuff doesn't hype me to see want to see the match.
It adds some intrigue, though. You have to admit, though.
Yeah, it does.
With that Roman Reigns promo, it adds just a tiny bit more intrigue to this match because he sounded confident. Usually his promos come off as like scripted confidence. This is
Yeah.
like legitimate, like. And at the end, I loved when he said this. He was like, "I'm gonna go back to the back and take my ass chewing like a man."
So ironically enough,
It's 556, not the other one.
I said 556.
You said 456.
I said 556.
Fuck. Oh. I heard 456. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
ironically enough, this was the best bit on Raw this week.
Ironically, yes.
What was it?
I wanted and you
Roman Reigns' promo when he ripped apart Brock Lesnar, and literally he got booed when he got like when he made his entrance and everything got booed. Stood in the ring before he started talking, got booed. Ironically, he left that night with thunderous cheers.
I don't think it's thunderous.
No, it was.
Let's find out.
If you
Let's
if
find
you
out.
watch it, people were solely behind him because they agreed. They
Let's
agreed
find-
with him.
let's
They-
find-
Brock Lesnar-
Agreeing with him doesn't mean it, but anybody could have said that on Brock. I didn't see them go like crazy.
No, they did.
Wow.
That's the thing. They did go crazy.
Let's find out if they can keep this momentum.
I think they can. If they keep having promos like that, they
If
can.
they so if they let him be himself finally,
Yeah.
You know, what should have
I
happened.
just said this to Owen too, like, his promo after the show broke up that next Monday was his best promo up until this one. And that was him being
I
him.
would still do a triple threat, but if you're gonna go this route, then don't fuck it up this time, because it's probably gonna be your only chance to get it right. Oh, wait.
Like, he looked confident.
Anyway, what,
So this
Actual, not like scripted confidence. Legitimately confident.
so this gets two thumbs up.
It was excellent.
I don't know, use it.
I don't know how to use your phone. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
What's a phone anymore?
Next.
Yeah,
So the fucking hated this match. The Bar versus the fucking Titus Worldwide. Titus Worldwide lost a 2 out of 3 falls match, 2 straight falls. They got squashed. Okay, over. That's done over with. They said there's no more competition.
I guess
Okay.
I'll give it a knock.
why do I feel like they're gonna debut War Machine at Mania?
Elias versus Braun. And surprisingly, this match was not good.
One thing I want to say about the, I love the joke they made about Dean Ambrose when they talk about all the tag team couldn't get back. He's like, well, Dean Ambrose got back up, but his arm didn't. That was awesome. That's what made it.
That hurt me.
But yeah, yeah.
Elias versus Strowman, surprisingly, was really bad. There was really nothing to it. And
I don't think it's Strowman's fault. It was just Elias is an
Strowman wins by DQ.
Elias just isn't an incredible opponent for Strowman.
He's not. And then because he hit him with
Please.
Was it just me this week?
Put
And
him in the Universal title match, goddammit.
was it just me this week? And Elias's concert this week just come off kind of flat.
As in they're starting to. Because it's like, he's already done one about California already. So it's like, it's just repeat. So now we get to the shitty ass main event, which is absolute complete trash.
So Elias
It was-
gone down.
The main event sucked. Main event segment was absolutely fucking horrible. So they basically said that, Cardigo lied. He lied about everything that did.
Cardigo says he needs his job, which is a new thing.
Yeah. Like,
What does he
he
need?
said that he was sick and then
Yeah.
I'm sitting there because I actually literally fell asleep and didn't watch any of it. And I watched the next day. I watched it yesterday, and I was like, so this is the direction they're going in here, where the face general manager has no balls and he
Yeah.
can't say anything.
I hate that. Yeah.
Like,
Let's
so then
castrate our general
That's what they did.
managers.
so that's basically what they did. So
Whoa.
and Rhonda looked like she knew that was a lie. A look on her face looked like she knew that Kurt was telling the truth.
Mondo came up really quick in this.
She did, and so Rhonda wanted Stephanie to apologize for slapping her in the face, so she was gonna rip her fucking arm out of her socket, which I thought was fucking hysterical.
Stephanie McMahon apologized. One thing I
Stephanie
do
McMahon
like about
apologized.
this is Stephanie McMahon's
Started
finally
throwing wrong
looking like
a little bit.
looking like a flake.
She came up to her like she was gonna say like, no,
Yeah.
bitch, or whatever, like,
But then she did,
but then she apologized.
which proves they really want to get
Oh.
Ronda over.
Stephanie apologized to Rhonda for slapping her in the face. And then, so, this is where it gets fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So, well, stupid the whole time, but this is where like the climax of the stupidity.
Yeah.
So they're all leaving the ring,
Everything's fine.
and then everything's fine. Kurt takes this long, exasperated breath, like,
Yeah.
and Triple H punches him in the face.
For no reason.
No reason. Just punches him in the
I get
face.
the heel, but this was all settled. It was
They
all
said
fine.
it. They apologized. It was fine. Kurt apologized. He said he lied.
Yeah.
He said he was sorry. He lied. He apologized. He punches him in the face. And then Kurt takes an awful bump. A shitty bump.
Yeah.
Like, and he lays there and Ronda's checking on him. And they fade to black. I was like, this is the shittiest
Kurt
ending I've ever
Angle's
seen.
not in a fucking retirement home. He can still go with the best of them. Stop making him look like an old fart, dude.
I was like, this is-
Holy shit.
This is the worst ending I've
You
ever seen in my whole
serious?
life.
Yeah.
This
That did not
Thomas,
happen.
when the Authority was out celebrating after they fired Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan,
I-
and Ryback after on the first episode of Raw a few years ago.
All this tops when the Authority was just brought back to power right after.
Just randomly.
Yeah.
Just randomly.
Yeah.
Because
this-
they was about to get fucking murdered.
So this segment It's 2 thumbs
It
down.
was fucking, they literally redid everything.
I give it,
Oh, you know, can I tell you?
I
wanna give-
haven't even watched it, and I'd give it 4 thumbs down if I could, if my feet were hands.
See, James, I would strongly advise you, don't watch it.
Yeah.
It is fucking horrible.
Can I give another down to no?
Dude, you ain't gonna
Another-
tell me twice not to watch a shitty Raw segment.
Can I give another down to something? On Raw last night, WWE made me feel like I wasted my time watching Elimination Chamber. They showed the Bar versus Apollo and Titus O'Neil again.
Yeah,
That was better than the pay-per-view match. I pretty much didn't need to watch the Ronda Rousey Triple H segment at all last night because they showed the entire thing on
I
Raw.
thought it was gonna miss something, so I woke up the next morning and I was like, I wonder if it's up on Watch Wrestling. I watched it, and I was like, this is what I missed.
Yeah.
This right here, what I missed. This
This
shitty
is
segment.
why I stopped
no-
watching WWE, because I don't feel like I wanna waste my time with something that will be good or indifferent, or bad or indifferent, rather. Just saying.
Doesn't want to waste his time. Good stuff.
No, I do want,
Only
I would
good
love to
stuff.
waste my time if it's good. That's not a waste of my time if it's good, is my point.
It's a waste of everyone's time. It's good.
According to Seth
You're
Rollins,
wasting my
though,
time if it's good.
according to Seth Rollins, though, it doesn't matter if it's bad or good.
What do you rate Raw overall?
I give it a 5.
Same. It was
Because
very
strongly
average.
on the 2
Failing grade.
promos by
Failing
Roman and
grade.
Cena, really. They were both excellent promos.
This was a very run-of-the-mill show.
It was a very run of the
Oh.
show.
Hey, could someone, like, let Lily, she's outside the room.
That's your girlfriend. The love of your life.
Okay, I'll get it.
You might wanna go let your fucking queen in.
Hey, hey.
Not some fucking, you know,
I thought it was just like me this week.
not some fucking
I just
peasant.
wanted, after Elimination Chamber last night, I just wanted to get to Raw, and I was in a shitty ass mood, so I'm like, I'm just
And
gonna have
I mean, I was, I don't know.
Yeah.
That was good. I mean, I paid attention to it, like, whenever, like, when I saw the Roman promo, it was really good.
No, it was you. I'm gonna sit on the.
Okay. You can just, like, face, like, the whiteboard.
Is this really happening?
Yeah,
She's gonna sit over.
she's just gonna sit there. I told her we were still doing the show.
You just.
Oh, say hi, Liz. Say hi to the YouTubes.
What's up, YouTube?
So,
Yeah, that was Raw, 5 out of 10, average show. Like, it wasn't just me, I thought it was my mood.
it wasn't good. It's
Um,
not too good.
SmackDown thoughts. So overall,
Let's overview this because there's a lot of shnikes that happen.
It's nice.
alright, so I'll,
Is that like a new
I'll
brand
give
of
the,
shoes?
I would give,
It's like,
yeah.
it's like Nikes, but like with shit all over them.
Oh God, that's one smelly shoe.
Let's,
According to Seth Rollins, it doesn't matter if it smells or not.
apparently,
Oh my god, this is fucking driven into the ground.
Hey, it's, but unlike a certain person, I'm sorry, I only leave it for one episode.
please.
No.
Alright, so I'm just gonna break down what's been going on. So after the Royal Rumble,
Break the wall down.
Kevin
The
Owens
wall
is saying,
down?
I'll break down the WWE title build up first, so that's gonna, yeah.
Break down the
So,
wall until we're tall.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were upset that they lost the WWE title match, so Daniel
Oh,
Bryan,
God.
so Daniel Bryan had made them face each other, and for the number one contendership. And Sami Zayn walked out of a match against Kevin Owens in the main event of SmackDown in a tag match. And Sami Zayn said he did that because he was sick and tired of living under Kevin Owens' shadow. Yeah, his own he was sick and tired of living under his shadow.
He doesn't like his shadow. Man. It's like, you
I'd
fucking
be sick
ginger.
of if we got a my shadow too.
He's
Yeah.
probably like looking at the shadow and being like, you ginger.
Fuck you.
And then, so then Kevin Owens wrestled Sami Zayn in the main event.
You ever think
You know,
of
and then
his
the
own,
weird part
I have
about
one more
that,
joke, I have one more joke. You think
Good
Sami
jokes.
Zayn looks at his own shadow, it's like, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, fuck you!
I wanted to do
Get out
that,
from underneath me.
and Shane McMahon was,
It scares me.
and I tell you what didn't make any sense, Shane McMahon was so unhappy that they were wrestling each other for a chance at the WWE Championship. I'm like, Shane, they're gonna beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you want? Well, no, I guess, I don't think Shane knows.
I'm scared. I don't want you guys to hurt each other.
No, that's not what it was. He didn't want to have an opportunity at the WWE title. But even though Zayn and Owens were going to
Bro.
destroy each other. I
Stop.
don't think, does Shane know what he wants anymore?
Dude,
No, he doesn't. I think he gave up on life.
And then like AJ Styles comes out and says he doesn't want them getting involved in the main event. So what does Styles do? Gets involved in the main event.
Dude,
So
dude,
everything's like
you know the funny thing is,
crumbling down.
I want to put a real life
So then
scenario.
originally the match was supposed to be a triple threat match, but there's more. So then Corbin was
It's
supposed
a fatal six-way.
Yeah. So then Corbin was supposed to face Dolph Ziggler a couple of
Six-pack challenge, but I'm calling it a fatal six-way.
Wait,
So-
what? They added another person?
Guess who they added?
Oh.
It's
Hold on.
Let me get to that.
Wait.
John Cena. Okay, it's a fatal six-way.
It's a fatal six-way. Okay.
It's fatal.
Wait.
Cena beat Styles in the last night's main event to be
Yeah.
in that match.
But I have a question.
There's no questions allowed.
No, I'm asking a question.
There's no questions.
I'm asking a question.
There's no questions allowed.
Question.
There's no questions.
Question.
Yes, sir?
Question.
You have a question?
Yes.
There's no questions allowed.
I'm gonna ask a question.
Alright, ask a
The
question.
question is.
No
No,
questions.
no. That's a new rule on the show. You can't ask questions. No, that's a new rule on the show. You can't ask questions. If you ask a question,
What?
that's a question.
What?
Oh, he's kicked off the show. He's suspended for 2 weeks now.
What?
Without
Oh,
pay.
3 weeks.
Without pay, well, that's.
What day?
Oh, 4 weeks.
What?
5 weeks.
What?
7 weeks. And I added an
What?
extra week. 8 weeks.
What?
Alright, so what the hell are you gonna say?
Okay, my question would be. Fuck, I forgot.
Good!
No, I actually have a question. No.
Jesus.
I had to add that in there. No, alright, so my question is this, so John Cena's added to this.
Yes.
And I know he was a big superstar and everything, he's free agent, I'm just saying, this is another guy that's not in the SmackDown top 10. And the rest of them are
But-
not in the SmackDown top 10.
But
The
that's what Rude and Orton are fighting over is probably Rude's SmackDown top 10, which doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, but I'm gonna continue. So yeah, Corbin and Ziggler was supposed to face off to on a 4-way match, but only then Zayn beat the crap out of him. So Shane was like,
So this went anyway.
Dude, Shane,
Let's face it, they won
Bro.
anyway.
yeah,
I wanna
Because,
put, can I put
because-
this in perspective real
sure,
quick?
sure.
The whole Shane and Kevin Owens thing,
You did it right.
whatever. It all ties in, because it's been going on, what, since like fucking SummerSlam now, okay? I wanna put this to you, okay? Anybody,
And you made.
if Jim Cornette and Vince Russo used to work so long together, he hated him so much to the point where he will never work with him again, and he knows he doesn't have the power to just fire him, so he leaves himself. This is what Shane should do here. Because it makes
But it
no
doesn't matter because
fucking
September is
sense.
leaving anyway.
It makes no sense that you have this
Like,
guy
man, matches,
who
like,
hates
you know,
him
Okada,
so
you know,
much.
Omega, and
He
then,
despises
Cena,
Owens.
Cody.
He despises Owens so
Mhm.
goddamn much.
Okay.
And he's trying to do everything he can to screw Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon.
Shane.
Makes no fucking sense that you had this guy still in the position, because any other person would have left in real life. I'm just saying.
I
We're in the
know.
reality era, but yet this isn't believable.
So yeah, so Shane says, Corbin beat Owens to get in, and Ziggler beat Zayn to get in. Actually, I like the Ziggler Zayn match. I thought that was
That was very good.
The thing I'm confused about is why does Ziggler still have that like theme song? But like, I think they should get rid
I
of
told
that
this to James earlier, like, get rid of it.
because he doesn't
Whoa.
even do that gimmick anymore.
He doesn't do it
And I'm
anymore.
confused.
It's
Hey,
it's
what are
clear
we
to
talking
say
about
it's
character development? Hey, nothing's changed about Sammy.
You mean Ziggler?
Sammy.
No,
Oh,
Sandy.
oh,
Sandy.
yeah.
I thought you said Sandy. I was like,
Sandy Hooks, yeah.
Sandy cheeks. Sandy cheeks.
who the fuck is Sandy?
Sandy cheeks.
Hey, pervert.
What?
What?
No, it's a SpongeBob character.
No shit.
What do you mean fucking perverts?
Sandy cheeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Let that permeate a little bit, James. Let's think that out real quick.
Joke doesn't matter, man. Go to the subject.
Them sandy ass cheeks.
All right.
Get it?
So then yeah, I get it.
So funny.
I know
fucking
that person could come back.
in person. And when you got yelled at twice.
Alright.
And then like you said, Cena won his qualifying whatever it was last time.
Yeah.
His match.
Yeah,
that
what
we
is-
got
what
to
is-
do. I think
What is qualified
let's
match?
face it, he's not winning.
You know the funny thing is that's the one thing Daniel Bryan and Shane
The only person who's winning that fatal six-way six-pack challenge, six-way match, 6 men.
Is AJ
AJ.
Styles. We hope so.
It's AJ.
Other than
No, what if the fix is in and they wanted to put him on SmackDown just so Raw Dog could be like, oh, we need to give Cena something to try.
What if the fix was in and then Roman randomly enters in the match after pay-per-view?
And then it turns into a fatal 7-way, and they put it in the Elimination Chamber again. And then they have Roman win the Universal title, and Roman Reigns is the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, let's not even joke about that, because
And he
I
also
feel like
wins,
now that's
and he also wins every other championship, including the women's championship too,
yeah.
and then retires and steals all the
Yeah,
championships.
because we know that character. Because we know
And
that
then he
character.
posts a selfie video of him throwing all the championships in the trash.
Because we know that WWE character of Roman Reigns has a vagina. So it would make sense.
also if we go, also,
a Vagine.
The big
a
dog
weird
dog.
thing that came out of SmackDown this week is,
I guess the big dog, if he was a women's championship, would also be the big bitch.
If he was,
In all technical terms.
if he was the women's championship, so
Oh,
Roman
yeah.
Reigns is now the women's champion.
That's one.
I'm
That's
fighting
one,
for the Roman Reigns.
That is one metallic bitch.
You're fighting for the Roman Reigns.
alright, for the rest of this video, we can only
What a
look
great
at
championship.
the
Huh?
Women's Championship and Roman Reigns as each other.
What a great championship. Anybody that
Charlotte
anybody that-
versus Ruby Riott for
who was
Roman
the
Reigns.
number one contender to win Roman
SmackDown
Reigns?
Roman Reigns too.
The SmackDown Roman Reigns.
Roman
Alright,
Reigns, the
so just
SmackDown Roman
one
Reigns
final
has
thing I wanna
silver
say
hair
about-
instead of black hair.
He has blue and red hair now.
One final thing I want to say about this build up to the six-pack challenge, two key things were missing. So Sami Zayn, I think it was last week, did this promo backstage where he came to Kevin Owens and he thanked Kevin Owens, saying that because of Kevin Owens. I take a lot of phone calls, man.
I'm a busy guy, what can I say?
I'm taking my-
WYW, that's not, what can I say?
I
WYW.
need my battery pack.
WYW.
I need my B pack.
I'm taking it so I can make the call so it doesn't die out.
I need my B pack for me.
I'll bring you back your butt plug in a minute. Alright,
All the same things, James. You really just bit in my ass and you're touching it.
gross. I'll wash my hands later.
No, you won't. I know you won't. If you
No,
enjoy it.
I don't enjoy shit smell.
No one ever knows. Maybe you do.
But anyhow, yeah, so Sami Zayn did like this backstage segment with Owens where he said he would lay down for him at Fastlane. At the time, it was a fatal 5-way match, but now it's a
Fatal six-pack challenge.
yeah.
A fatal six-way.
And then
Pack
another
challenge.
weird thing that happened on SmackDown is during the Zayn Corbin match, they showed like Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon like backstage segment as the match was going on up there watching the match. You know what the
They
best
had
part?
to know, they had to see them.
You know what the best part was too was like even Shane McMahon got to stick around for those little commercial things because he went and got popcorn during it. And then like
awkward.
I like too how they talk about how Kevin Owens is doing great on commentary, but you can't hear the commentary during the commercials unless they can somehow.
Supersonic hearing.
So yeah, Shane, and you was choking that popcorn last night. I thought he was gonna die last night. And then I love Daniel Bryan. I was like, I'm just gonna go home to my wife and my kid. Can I do that? Even though doesn't he live in like Abington, Washington though? I do live in California.
Alright, back. By the way, stay longer, which means we can go through the 205.
I didn't watch it, so I can't read it.
Neither did I.
Maybe we'll do Monday night.
Wait, what are you saying?
Huh?
When you heard that?
I'm here until probably around the same time. It's looking more and more like that anyway.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then like another weird thing that happened is like, oh yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that 6-pack challenge. I think that's gonna be a very good match.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Everything.
Yes.
The other things that so
Here
apparently,
now.
do you want to? I'm gonna let you talk about it. Talk about the Bobby Roode and Randy Orton feud that they got going on right now.
I'm gonna summarize it
Oh, God.
in one statement. Top 10 list.
Should I say who made the top 10
Top
list? I haven't even discussed it yet.
Wait,
It's-
are you telling me
It's
it's not for
Robert
the
Bobby
US title?
Roode's top 10 list.
Are you telling me that
They're fighting over the top 10 list, yes.
not the US belt?
Yes.
Well, Randy Orton said on SmackDown last night that the U.S. title is the only title he hasn't held yet.
They're fighting for the who deserves it in one spot more on the top 10 list.
Even though they both didn't make number 1.
It's Bobby Roode by your Bobby Roode.
Man, number
put himself
one.
at number one.
Randy Orton
You're
is
not allowed to do that.
at Raw
One of the
one,
ones.
whatever.
Apparently too, Bobby Wood said that wasn't his list.
Apparently it wasn't.
Hey, by the way, is
I think it
Jinder
was
on the
Jinder,
show
not
or
Jinder.
what?
Huh?
Jinder on the show?
No, Jinder was not on.
This week.
Major Jinder was not on the show.
His push is dead.
It's been 10.
It's been dead.
So like I'm saying.
I love how you say
any push.
dead.
And-
His push is dead.
Also, too, there's one lack of a Singh brother because he fucking tore his ACL in the ring.
Yeah, he doesn't have
That's
the,
severe
he
Singh.
doesn't have the midgets to help him win title
No, he's got
matches
one.
anymore.
He's got one midget.
He's got one in midget, but that's about as good as.
He's got one midget.
But that's about having half a person, so.
No, originally I was gonna rant.
Single the midget.
Originally I was gonna rant about this, but after last night's segment, I'm looking for Usos versus New Day. I can't wait for the rematch at Fastlane.
As long as it's not a 5-star comedy match.
Yeah, please don't make
Yeah,
that.
no, that's not a 5-star.
You have any?
5-star.
Yeah, but you had to watch Jericho Omega to finally know it was 5 stars. What else? Yeah, their promo last night. So New Day beat Gable and Benjamin to become #1 contenders. So much for Gable and Benjamin's push. That's done now.
That's.
So Blue Jay brother came out also too.
Yeah,
Blue
they-
Jay.
so the winner of this match is probably gonna face them for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I love Usos promo when they talk about how they've constantly been overlooked in WrestleMania. They've been left off the main show.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna laugh if that happens again. I think that's happening again this year too.
They were on the quote unquote sidelines, but they meant by sideline was the pre-show.
Yeah.
Because it's technically is the sideline.
True, yeah. I'm gonna laugh, and then Big E cuts a promo saying that they didn't need to change their attitude to become, even though they had to turn heel to get successful though.
Yeah.
It's not like,
But their attitude really stayed the same.
yeah, true, yeah,
They might have turned like
heel.
their audience, I can't think of it right now. Their not deception, but like their attitude
Yeah,
towards the audience changed.
definitely.
But it's still the same game.
But and then,
It's still a cheating threesome.
Oh, well, I guess you.
stop eating pancakes for dinner too. You don't eat breakfast for dinner, that's a crime.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
listen.
Yeah, I do it too.
It is a crime now.
Why is it a crime?
They said,
Is it? It is.
you're assuming you saw that part of
I
it
did.
last night.
I did. This is a freaking crime.
There's a
Yeah.
whole.
Breakfast is breakfast, dinner is
There's
dinner,
a
lunch is
whole
lunch.
other
Yeah.
table right
You know-
there
you know,
on
it's-
the laptop isn't
I-
showing.
I know, but there's no charger. My charger's not.
There's a charger port right there!
Where?
Right there!
We have some infighting here.
Where the? Where?
It's right there.
Don't yell at me.
I'm
I
yelling.
get emotional.
We have an emotional.
No,
Girl in
it's,
in
you
our
see what I'm
room here.
pointing? It's on, it's
Why
on
do you
this
go
wall.
help her, huh? It's your fucking lover, go help her.
It's in this wall.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
Look at him, he's so fucking lazy, he won't even help you.
Go help her.
No.
Oh my god, really? Are you really that funny?
Yes. Only on Tuesdays. Oh wait, it's Wednesday.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's not great.
Yeah, no shit. Would you skip a day?
I keep thinking it's
Would you
fine.
skip leg day
I
too?
keep thinking.
I always skip like that. I skip workout day, period.
You don't skip a meal though.
I don't know. I don't even.
I
know.
do not skip a meal.
What is this?
That is very
What
true.
is
I don't
this?
know, I'm fucking almost done now.
Alright,
I didn't realize
what else did we go on SmackDown that's in event? Oh yeah, the Charlotte Flair like movie. So basically the
Oh,
story there
fuck
was
Ruby Riott, I don't care.
Charlotte Flair's taking out
For the Roman Reigns.
Charlotte Flair's taking out the
No, I'd say the female Baron Corbin.
The right squad.
Charlotte Square.
Oi,
Charlotte-
oi, oi.
Charlotte Squares.
Charlotte Squares.
Basically like the Wyatt squad right after the Royal Rumble attacked Charlotte Flair, so now Charlotte Flair's been on a mission to take out each member of the Wyatt squad, but Ruby Wyatt's been on a mission to take out all of Charlotte Flair's friends.
Right.
Thank you.
So at Fastlane they're gonna fight for the SmackDown Roman Reigns win.
The SmackDown Roman Reigns Championship.
No, just the SmackDown Roman Reigns.
Who's gonna be the number one contender for the Roman Reigns?
By the way, you can just book a match whenever you feel like it.
on your phone.
On your phone.
Yeah.
I can just go, hey, I'm gonna challenge for the WWE Championship.
Guys, if you know.
Wait, what?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Wait, are you serious?
that's what happened. Yeah.
That's how Ruby Riot's facing Charlotte.
I want to also
Oh my
rant.
God.
stop booking Rusev on more shows, please. Book Nakamura on more shows because he's the
I
World
want-
Rumble winner.
I want Nakamura on less shows, and I want Aiden English and Rusev on even lesser shows.
Oh yeah. Don't book him for 5 months. Just keep giving him a paycheck every week and don't even book him. Why don't you get? How about you give Dolph Ziggler instead of $1.5 million and you can use him for pilot? Why don't you give him the whole stock? Give him the whole stock.
Yeah, that's basically what you're doing.
Why don't you just put your stock all on him?
Yeah.
Why don't you spend all your stock?
Hold on, usually this is for Ziggler, but it's more towards Road Dogg, so. Fuck Road Dogg, anyway.
Road Doggy Dog doing a doggy style?
I think there was a YouTube channel that had a comment on what how to work dog, wasn't there? Was it War Dog?
War Dog. Okay, this is it.
Alright, 205 Live, Kalisto lost to Roderick Strong in a great match.
Oh, I gotta watch this.
Yeah, and then since Cedric Alexander beat TJP in a really good match. Buddy Murphy did a promo.
Buddy, man.
Buddy Murphy just how about Buddy Murphy's the most blandest wrestler on the planet.
Bang his wife. Fiance, what the fuck she is?
Mustafa Ali did a promo,
What is?
and then
B-Pack. B-Pack.
they just recently did the
Battery Packaroshi.
they
Oh,
just
you're a butt plug?
They just recently-
Butt plug.
they just
It's
recently
tasty, isn't it?
they just,
Butt plug! Butt
Bot plug.
plug!
Bot plug.
they just
Bot
recently. What are your thoughts on the angle they did with Gargano leaving NXT?
Well, he's gonna appear at NXT anyway, so it doesn't matter.
But I love it.
What my favorite match so far of the tournament was Mustafa Ali versus Jack Gallagher.
Oh really?
That was my favorite match, yes.
Really? You didn't, I thought you would have picked Wednesday Dorado Barista.
That's the only match I fucking saw.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You said you wanted to rant.
I saw that one match.
You said you wanted to rant about that match. So there's something.
Not like more. It's more so an indictment of the fucking crowd. If that's in front of a Raw crowd, there would have been a huge pop for Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
Instead, everyone was sitting in the fucking hands, just like, da-da-da-da. We don't care. It's 205 Live. We don't care.
In
instead, like-
fairness, I mean, they just got done with a really poorly booked show.
This is like last week's episode too.
Yeah, well, it was.
It was shit
That was
anyway.
also a really poor SmackDown
Shit
Live,
anyway.
like right
Shit.
before 205.
The fact that Buddy Murphy got a spot in the tournament over Johnny Gargano is ridiculous.
It's around the corner.
Oh my god.
It's free real estate.
But on NXT,
Why are we all of a sudden whispering?
I don't know. I think there's somebody different in there now.
Sounds like a man.
Yeah.
Sounds like a man that could actually.
Are these the same people who were here last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we fucking left this room yet. What do you think?
Anyway,
What was I talking? Oh yeah. And then thoughts on the Hall of Fame class before you leave.
Like it.
Say who's in it.
oh
Remember
shit, we
people?
need that.
Do you remember?
Jeff Jarrett, I don't see like it's random as fuck that Ivory's in there. She didn't really do anything. I mean,
Who?
what Ivory? I mean, she was like a trailblazer, but like,
Yeah.
what did she do?
Should be China.
I would've- I mean,
This year should have been China.
It honestly doesn't make any sense. Everyone's like, oh, China, Ivory's the greatest, Ivory's the best, and trailblazer. I'm like,
China's gonna be
she
loud.
did nothing.
Yeah.
China's
She was
gonna be
she
loud.
was mostly a backstage interviewer.
Yeah.
4 years of her WWE career.
But Jeff Jarrett going into huge news because of the fact that I think we kind of knew it was coming because it was rumored like a week in
Wait,
advance.
who?
But
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, yeah.
J-E-F-F.
and then
J-A-R.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Even though they had like the
And then
most
Jeff
mediocre
Jarrett,
WWE run ever.
The first two were the last one wasn't.
yeah.
Where like he put the one where he put that dig on the casket. That one, and then the one when he first debuted,
Yeah.
and then
But there's WCW run.
his WCW run in between those,
And then it's another
and
one.
then they
The TNA run.
the WWF run at the end at the beginning.
Yeah,
of
but
the
who knows if they'll even mention TNA.
I don't know, they might.
They might.
I mean, he came to the go what he did from 2002 to 2015.
Yeah. And then the
Everyone
Dudley,
else, though.
the Dudley boys are going in, obviously very well deserved.
Yeah.
Very well deserved.
Who's the Warrior Award winner? I don't even remember who it is. But it's
It's JJ.
JJ.
It's He's a WWE
Yeah.
fanatic who had just he needed a
I'm not. I know this is. I know this is.
Black-
I know this is
black
cool to see.
kid or-
Yeah.
a 15-year-old
Oh,
a
really?
15-year-old kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 15.
The one that's wicked short?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
I know
that.
this is
He's
cool to
so
say.
good.
I'm
He's,
just.
he's
I know this is
fucking
cool.
hysterical.
I know
I
this
thought
is.
he was like 6 years old.
I thought so too, but his like
He's
because
15?
because he had that I think it was he needed like a new liver or
Yeah.
whatever, like it stunted his growth, so he had
Does he also have like special needs on top of that? Cause I see a little bit of it.
He might.
he might, but it's like
I noticed
it's
that.
mostly
So-
because the stunted growth is because of his illness.
That's the
You know
one.
what's-
That's the kid, right? This is the same kid I'm thinking of. That's like, the Miz is like goes
Yeah,
up to him.
yeah,
yeah,
And then
that's
he's
him.
like, "Who's your favorite WWE
The Miz is
superstar?"
got them then.
Roman
Oh,
Reigns.
You know. I know.
Who's
this
your
is-
second favorite? John Cena. Who's your third favorite? Zack Ryder.
He's like no, he was like
Who's
that.
your fourth favorite? Miz, just letting you know you're at the bottom of my list.
that was the best.
Oh my
One
god.
minute, I know this is sad to say. I'm mainly looking forward to this just to see how bad Dana White's speech is going
Oh,
to
it's
be.
even worse. Instead of bringing everything she wanted to say anyway,
No, show
in rather quick fashion.
she could just be
I
like,
want
hey,
to
hey.
sort of think that.
She's a fucking troll.
Yeah.
She
No, she could just
troll.
ask, instead of a speech, she could just ask JJ, hey, who's your favorite household wife ever in WWE? And she's like, well, just to let you know, you're at the bottom of my list.
Just so you know, I'm randomly signed by WWE, even though I didn't even know this company probably existed before 2000.
I remember the first year she did it, she's like.
Or whenever they got married or whatever.
Yeah. No, the first year she did it, I remember she's like, yeah, I had other plans tonight, by the way. Doing Call 'em a Holler, she was inducted, and I was banned. And then last year, she thought Eric LeGrand was the
He
champ.
was the chair. You are the chair.
Eric Grant is the chair.
And the guy is fighting to try to get his fucking, his
Yeah.
legs back, trying to get back to walk again after that horrific injury that he suffered in college.
He's the champ.
He's just a fucking chair.
He's the chair.
Who do
He's
you
not
think?
only the vegetable,
What do you
he's
think
the chair
of
that carries the vegetable.
No, you can't leave yet,
I'm
Chris.
leaving.
No, I gotta ask you more questions.
You don't have to ask me any more questions.
I'm the host, I can ask this.
I'm the fucking ghost. That's what goes on here.
I'm the host, so
I'm the-
I'm the referee.
You're the fucking nothing. That's what you are.
I'm not.
You lost your host. You lost your hostship.
But nothing could be something.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I
So
know
who do
it's
you think's gonna?
inherited.
So who do you think's gonna induct? So let's go to Goldberg. Who do you think's inducting him?
Fucking no.
I wanna say Brock, but I don't.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, maybe. And then the Dudley boys probably like Edge and Christian, the Hardy.
Even though it should be the Dudley Boys.
No, Paul- no,
It's-
Heyman-
It's gonna be Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
It
And
should be
then,
the Dudley Boys.
I
should not
believe-
Paul
I
Heyman.
believe
If we can't
probably-
get anyone else, it should be Stone Cold.
I believe it should be Steven Richards, or like the Good Father.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. Maybe D'Lo or Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Right, because they were like a kind of like a tag. A stage.
Jeff, I don't know who's gonna induct him.
Kurt Angle.
How do you Kurt Angle now put out TNA?
I don't know. They've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
Dixie Carter. And
Maybe.
Dixie Carter.
That's what. It probably like honestly like I guess it happened because she's only been like a part of like a WWE thing for Kurt Angle.
Ooh.
And
I know, I got a perfect person to induct Jeff Jarrett. A penny, because then you wouldn't watch it. No, a dime. A dime to
A
just
dime finally drew for Jeff Jarrett.
No, you can't leave yet.
Who else?
Wait, you gotta do your plug. You gotta do your plugs first.
there's no plugs.
You gotta.
No,
I don't
you do
plug.
have a plug. It's your butt plug.
I don't have a plug.
It's your
I
butt
don't know what you're
plug.
talking about. There's no
What?
plug.
Plug.
There's no plug.
Plug.
No
Plug.
plug. There's no plug of butts.
Can you at least say? Can you at
Well,
least come
apparently,
say?
according to Seth Rollins, the plug doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter exactly.
Can you at least come say bye to everybody?
Bye, Chris.
No, come say bye to everyone. Come on. Do a general. Do a nice goodbye.
We've been on for an hour and 53 minutes
Say goodbye.
and 30 seconds. 31, 32, 33, 5.
Oh, he was out of here. I guess we're done.
Well, not anything else.
We check.
Like for Hall of Fame.
Oh, what do you think? Who do you think's inducting these people? So Goldberg. I think if he,
Goldberg's probably gonna be Paul Heyman. I would have picked Stone Cold. If anybody, if not
Maybe.
Stone Cold, then.
well, I think Paul Heyman should induct.
If not Stone Cold, then it should have been fucking Eric Bischoff. It absolutely should have been Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff. I'll go over who should and then who I think.
Okay.
I think Goldberg should be inducted by not Paul Heyman. Eric Bischoff. I think
Okay.
the Dudley Boys should be inducted by Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Who else do we got?
Ivory,
I think Ivory should be inducted
Steven
by,
Richards.
yeah, either Steven Richards or,
Yeah.
if you really wanna get technical with it, then maybe like one of the new females that actually, I think like one of them's like huge friends with her. Probably Mickey James or somebody, cause I know they're really good friends.
The Yeti.
Who's the other?
JJ. That's already.
Well, yeah, the Dana Warrior.
Yeah. Come on.
Anyway,
Jeff Jarrett.
what's next?
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett should be inducted by Jim Cornette.
Oh, really? Why?
Because they have worked together for the longest. And Jeff Jarrett and him have always like had a good relationship.
Oh, Lone Dog could induct Jeff Jarrett actually.
No,
You just don't like Lone Dog.
fuck Road Dogg right now. He can stay far the fuck away from inducting anybody into the Hall of Fame with the abysmal writing he's been producing on SmackDown lately. Is that it? Is that everybody? Anything else so far?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So who I think will induct them? Goldberg's probably going to be inducted by Paul Heyman.
Which wouldn't really be that.
The Dudleys, I think, will probably be inducted by Edge and Christian.
That's fine.
Ivory, that's probably Stephanie.
Do you think
And,
Christian's gonna have the green dot or who's face to be inducted? That would be
He should.
That's
And,
what I really was.
Jeff Jarrett will probably be inducted by Kurt Angle because they have now finally patched everything up since the affair.
Yeah. And then we know JJ. So
Yeah.
if it was up to you, who would induct JJ? So it was up
If
to
it
you.
was up to me, I would have had Daniel Bryan. First off, I think you should always, if there's anybody that should be inducting the Warrior Award, I know I give him a lot of flack, but anybody that receives the Warrior Award, I think Vince McMahon should make the speech.
Yeah.
Seriously, like there should be no other person that make that speech than Vince. Vince or Triple H, one of the two. You can't have it as Dana. I get Dana's her fucking wife.
It probably would.
Dana's fucking shit. She sucks.
Yeah. She thought Eric LeGrand was a chair.
Anyway,
Alright, I wanna, cause we didn't really do like a all-one depth analysis. Let's talk about what happened with the Gargano Almas match from last week.
that was alright. I mean,
It was great.
I was expecting more. I think a little bit, but the story is fucking fantastic.
So we'll just break down what happened at the end. So the ref took a bump. Gargano was on the verge of winning.
And Ciampa comes out and stabs him in the back once again, effectively kicking him out of NXT. He's probably coming back as a one-off
Yeah.
to fight Ciampa because they did say in 3 weeks he will be done. So I think that's going to give them enough time. They're probably going to make up a 2-week extension. This is my guess.
Yeah.
Around a 2-week extension to his contract so that he can fight Ciampa, probably get his win there, and then head up to the main roster. Or if he doesn't get his win, he puts over Ciampa and leaves ultimately NXT then.
Either way, it works.
Then goes and his career goes down the main roster. Unless he goes to 205 Live, because I don't see him succeeding any other way right now.
I would say
Unless it's under the supervision of Triple H.
Yeah.
Um,
I definitely think
if he goes to 205
Can I-
Live, he at least has something.
how ironic is that? We used to say 205 Live as a place where careers die.
Now
Now
it's-
it's like,
Now it's like the place where careers go to thrive ever since Triple H took charge.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But overall, yeah, I love the angle. They're really milking it too. Like they had him sign away his release papers.
Yeah,
He did
and
like a tweet.
everyone's like talking about it.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, it's really.
This
really
might be the
good
best.
shit.
This might be like one of the best angles they've done in a
Yeah.
while.
Absolutely. It's
Obviously, other
fantastic.
things. Alright, so we got to do a rant. They need to up that women's division down there in NXT. Like, oh my gosh,
Oh my
whoever would have
God.
thought we'd be saying this?
Yeah. Okay. Shayna Baszler is not over. I don't care what
No.
anyone fucking says. Your two best women are Kairi Sane and Ember Moon. You should be totally focused on making the women's division surrounded by those two.
And you need to be going about
Fuck
women.
Shayna Baszler. She's second best in the Mae Young Classic. Therefore,
Yeah.
she should be the fucking number 2 contender, not number 1. It's
Other
the
women
dumbest fucking booking. They're probably gonna have Kari Sane and Shayna Baszler in a fucking match.
tonight.
Great.
No live reactions.
That match was
tonight.
fucking shit, and this match is gonna be shit again because Shayna Baszler is shit.
And then,
sorry, I'm just calling it as it is.
And then I'll look at, and then they should be putting up other women along the way, like Lacey Evans should be one of them, not having to get like dropped out by Nikki
That
Cross.
was fucking bullshit. Lacey Evans and Dakota Kai as well. Dakota Kai is immensely talented.
Bianca Belair.
Yep. Also a woman who should actually be used correctly. And also should be in the Street Profits as a faction, just saying.
Yeah. Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae is also a really good worker.
Which is coming, I think that's.
Fucking Selena Vega, who's also a really good worker, but you only have her in a goddamn manager role. You instead just, I think one of the 3 women they primarily focus on. I think it's like Ember Moon.
The iconic duo, but they're
Yeah,
inactive right now.
Yeah, they're inactive right now because of breast surgery.
So that one's not on them, so.
Yeah, well, it is on them because they chose to get the breast surgery.
No, that's not on NXT, I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know it's not on NXT.
Nikki Cross, but like, no, okay, you could not all set with that.
I'm so tired of Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
You wanna have her as
What time
a manager, that's fine, but god damn it, don't fucking ever do people.
I think her time in NXT is dwindling too, because I think when Sanity goes up to the main roster, Nikki Cross will go up to the main. So I think Sanity's going up to the main roster very soon.
Yeah.
Also, another thing though I'm excited about with NXT is the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics is coming back. It's being done differently this year.
Ooh, yeah.
It's being done differently this
It's
year.
only 8 teams, and I'm sad about that.
And
I'm not happy.
this year, instead of that's going to be the winner gets an NXT Tag Team title match at NXT Takeover New Orleans. So we have the brackets for the tournament. I have them right here.
Yeah.
It's loading. Alright. So we have Street Profits versus Heavy Machinery. Looking forward to that actually. I expect Street Profits to probably win that match.
Yeah.
TM61 versus AOP.
Yeah.
I'm picking AOP to win, but TM61 may win just because they're still new to coming back from NXT. But that's gonna be bullshit. AOP.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense because if you remember in the last Dusty Classic,
AOP being the
AOP,
finals.
yeah, so it makes sense for TM61 to get the Duke here. So.
Sabatelli and Moss are facing Galagion and Alexander Wolf.
That should be good. I think it's gonna be a cool like character clash.
Yes, I think Jan and Wolf are probably gonna advance.
Yeah.
I see Jan and Wolf though not winning the whole thing via Undisputed. I think Undisputed Era to the cost.
Yeah, probably it could very well.
And
go
then
that
maybe
way.
it'll turn
Very
into
well.
a triple threat match with Jan because they still technically haven't gotten a rematch yet because they've been jumped every time they try to get one. So, and I can't wait for this match. Orny Lurkin and Danny Burch versus Mustache Mountain. That's gonna be a sick.
It's gonna be great. I can't. That's the match I'm looking forward to the most. I don't care. I
I
don't care about any other fucking match in this tournament. This match is the one I am looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm doing a live reaction to once that match.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So
And I think the people that will win the whole thing will probably either be TM61 or Street Profits, but it's most likely gonna probably be TM61. So.
it's gonna be great. Either
Yeah.
way.
And then
We gotta talk about some New Japan news too after you're done.
we're gonna say that for Monday.
Yeah, but we could a little. We
We'll
could like,
do your dash.
like we're gonna do the New Year's Dash review, but I want to just kind of keep it
Why-
catch up with the news stuff
Okay.
a little bit, just because like some news stuff has happened. But,
Anything? Oh yeah. So
that's it, I think, for NXT.
Sanity defeated Undisputed Era in like not elimination, but in a 6-man tag. That was very good when Dane pinned I think it was
Dane
Iowa.
should have looked strong in that because Dane's a fucking
Yeah.
beast. Holy shit.
Everyone I think complained that Sanity Undisputed Era lost because it's buried them, but Sanity.
No, it doesn't bury them.
Yeah, because Undisputed Era needs to get a win at some point.
Yeah.
So. No, not Undisputed. I mean Sanity.
Sanity needs to, yeah, because not even just that, they got Dane on their team. You're
Yeah.
not gonna have a guy that has Dane on their team fucking lose their first match.
And I want
as
another
a trio. It's
Another,
like their first match is an official trio, by the
Yeah.
way. Which
You know,
is
another thing
crazy to think about.
another thing I'm excited about. We're getting in the future Aleister Black versus Killian Dane. Because Aleister Black came out and cut a promo talking about how he wants the NXT Championship and Killian Dane wanted to. You remember that?
Oh, that's gonna be good.
And then we're gonna probably get Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Bate in the match too, because Velveteen Dream did like
Yes.
yeah.
I'm waiting for that. And isn't
Is there anything
he
else?
done fighting for the UK?
Oh, he already did. He retained it over Roderick Strong.
Oh, I
I
watched
think
that match.
I think that was Strong's last match in NXT because it was like that on the main roster.
Okay, anyway. Next.
Is that it on the yeah, that's it on NXT.
So yeah, New Japan. Basically what's going on in New Japan, the three big things, and obviously the dissension of the Bullet Club with, Kenny has, reunited the, Golden Showers with, Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega,
Yeah.
now as a team again. And technically, he still leads the Bullet Club, but Cody wants to lead the Bullet Club. And there's a lot of dissension. There's like a lot of Cody Rhodes getting into the Young Bucks heads, even though it should be. I'm hoping they turn it around and it's like the other way, because I want like a whole separate faction with being the elite. Because like I know what NWO did, but I think what New Japan would do would be different.
Yeah,
Because you have, first off, it's not Bullet Club fucking Wolfpack, all right?
Yeah,
It's being the elite.
yeah.
It would make the most sense. The elite would be the faction, and it's or if they don't decide, if they decide not to do that, they could join Chaos and make Chaos a stronger faction and try to take over. Because the Chaos and Bullet Club have been feuding for fucking years in New Japan. So it'd be cool to see that. Another interesting thing that's going on, obviously, is Tetsuya Naito is going to be fighting Chris Jericho soon. And
We don't know when.
We don't know when,
Probably
but
Dominion.
Dominion, probably at Dominion.
But
And
that
he's,
also
like,
depends on Jericho. It also depends on what Jericho's schedule will be like.
No, he's definitely going to be able to do it. He already attacked him. He wouldn't have done it if he didn't attack.
But we don't know. But we don't know when Jericho can do the match.
Yeah, but it is going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
So,
And
yeah.
another thing that's interesting is Rey Mysterio is going to have a one-off with Jushin Thunder Liger.
Looking forward to that.
I can't wait. And two of some of the best luchadors in wrestling history are going to go at it.
So yeah, I'll talk about.
With everything they know now, I think they're going to have a better match than what they did in Nitro all those years ago.
So I'll talk. So I can't really talk about the Bullet Club thing because I haven't watched that show yet. So I won't.
Yeah, that's fine.
But Jericho and Tetsuya Naito having a match, I'm obviously completely okay with. I think the feud actually makes sense because Naito felt insulted that they claimed that the co-main event, that there was a co-main event that night.
Yeah, big time.
And I love New Japan Chris Jericho. Like this is a side, like I said, this is a side of Chris Jericho you've never seen before.
And I love how he wore the Alpha Club shirt on Raw 25
Yeah.
as well. That's great.
And I think Jericho should stick with New Japan for a little while. I know because I think you should kind of wait till like some new talent kind of rises up in WWE to put WWE on again. So.
I think if he wants to prolong his career and stay in New Japan.
I even like I think he's doing this too to try to recruit talent for his cruise he's got coming up.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's the whole reason he did this.
Yeah.
Because he wanted it. This is Jericho is a smart businessman, and if he can get the Young Bucks to do a match on the cruise,
You got
then
Kenny.
you have two more businessmen that can probably help promote the
Kenny
fight.
Omega's doing. He's already got Kenny Omega for one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. This is smart by Jericho, so good on him.
And then for the Rey Mysterio Juice and Thunder Liger thing, I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. I believe that's in March, right?
Yeah, it's in March, so it's gonna
It's
be.
probably gonna be at like that anniversary show.
Oh yeah, big time.
Um,
I would have had if they do like a draw finish, they should do a draw finish and then have it on Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor show. 'Cause that match would be sick.
That
I love
depends,
Supercard of Honor.
but that depends on if Ray does the Mania. But then if Ray does the Mania match.
Well, yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because the Hardys did the Supercard of Honor before they made it the
That's true, yeah.
So against the Young Bucks, so they could
And,
easily do that.
let's see, any other,
That's really it.
yeah, any other, I think that's it for news. On Monday, we're gonna do like a big all New Japan talk video.
It's gonna be nuts.
Where we're gonna review, I don't think we're gonna review every show, every
Yeah,
match.
we're gonna review New Year's Dash though.
Yeah, and maybe like some of the new beginning shows and,
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't do the new beginnings. Like if we can not match by match. We can probably do the
overview.
overviews.
Overview of like the CMLL shows that took place recently.
Yeah, yeah.
Overview of
Yeah, you'll have to inform me on the CML shows because I'm not gonna be able to have time to watch it.
that I will do.
Yeah, but yeah, you know,
And then,
that's the thing, and you know, it's
Yeah.
gonna be good. It's gonna be a good,
And
good couple
now
weeks.
on Monday, we have to review Mixed Match Challenge from episode 7 because Facebook Live sucked when I tried to
Suck on my
watch it.
sucked.
Yeah,
I see. All right.
just like apparently did. So yeah, Vince McMahon now we know sucks on Roman Reigns' hits too apparently too.
He does.
So
and
he admitted it.
he also presses his tits on Roman Reigns' tits. Apparently.
Apparently he finally admitted that him and Roman Reigns are lovers because he admitted it during my 205 live
Yeah, he
stream
wants
last
those tits, man.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So but thank you, Vince, for finally admitting it. I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. Plugs.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can
Here's plugs.
subscribe to CM Brothers, Owen the Talkinator, this channel, and
Yeah, that's it for you guys. Make sure you go bell, click notification, and subscribe as well, so you can get all the channels that he has, so you can get all his videos. So
And
you
then all the
expand
channels-
you.
all the other channels that are down in the description box below. The flow.
Buffalo, yes. Buffalo.
JT Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Football reporters.
Still owe him a title match, goddammit. I'll be the
Yankees,
referee, because now I'm all.
Mickey Wrestling.
Well, I was gonna promote my things.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Oh, I think,
you guys, so two things. I actually am gonna be posting soon on my Javen side channel. First is an update vlog, obviously, because I'm pretty sure, and I haven't actually checked, but I'm pretty sure I'm already at like 2K subscribers finally. So yay, I made it. So I'm gonna like do the first off an explanation vlog of why I've been gone for so long, and two, I'm also after that video I'm gonna be posting a skit.
this skit has to do with what's going on right now with
Well, no, because Chris and I kind of finally, addressed everything. We're fine now.
let's just say it's a good.
It's gonna be a funny skit.
Yeah.
It's basically what it is. So yeah. Should be there. Alright, good. So good, I got to clean up everything here. But yeah, you guys can also check out Weymouth Youth Wrestling. Now the thing about Weymouth Youth Wrestling is I'm already posting a bunch of content there. We got a bunch of promo packages from previous episodes up there. We got theme songs that are now being posted as we speak. I believe one has already officially posted. It's the Michael X official new theme song, Judas Priest Painkiller. It's down over in Weymouth Youth Wrestling's official YouTube channel. You can also check it out. Be there at 7 o'clock to hear Chris's official theme song, Kid Rock's Ba With Ba. That's going to be up there as well. And we also have a bunch of hype packages for John Ray, Corey Dangerous, Owen, Finch, Kyle Weaver, Taka Michinoku, Chris Foster, Jay Bones, versus
Corey
next week's
Dangerous. Oh.
no, next week's week. So that's all there right now. We're going to be releasing more themes as well and more content. And episode 1 of round 2 will officially be posted on the Weymouth Youth Wrestling YouTube channel on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's going to probably be the best episode we have done this far. So do not miss it. Gold Rush, round 2, episode 1 on Weymouth Youth Wrestling. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you receive all times when I upload on that and the JG Side 95 channel.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna try to watch those episodes, but because my schedule got fired up, I'm probably gonna be watching New Japan this weekend. So
Yeah, do what you have to do.
yeah. So.
Bye, guys.